Some juicy, irresistible temptations, especially when they involve mouth-watering financial and business transactions. I'm making it clear to you now that you must flee from such disguised danger. Your reputation and integrity matter much, and it counts enormously in your rise to honor and fame in life. Let me point out unambiguously that in life, gifts and wealth that are not worked for, which are by extension undeserving, are always wrapped in calamity and destruction. Flee from them and keep your heads high above the murky waters of corruption and favoritism, so that you can be conveniently counted among the very best in the Nigerian judiciary. You must, against all odds, conduct your affairs within the ambit of the law and the oath that you has just been administered on you. If you are hitherto 50% under public scrutiny, I can then confidently tell you now that it has automatically risen to 100% by virtue of this appointment. This tempo of public assessment of your conduct and disposition will now assume astronomical proportion. You must equally redouble your effort and dialogue properly with your conscience in order not to fall out of the grace of Almighty God and the Nigerian people. It absolutely takes nothing to join the crowd, but it takes quite a lot to stand alone with good conscience. Several novel business and industrial disputes are occurring in the country virtually on a daily basis that have now inevitably made litigations to go on a steady rise. No court in the land is spared of this. We are constantly on our toes, and the dockets are ever rising in response to the challenges of the time. This underscores the fact that Nigeria ranks among the most litigious countries in the whole world. The onus is on your lordships to fasten your belt and roll up your sleeves to face the challenges head on. You must redouble your pace to catch up with the expectations of the litigants. As judicial officers, you have a defined mandate on earth that you must discharge with unveiled honesty and sincerity. You must give good account of yourselves to justify your appointment. However, if you decide to do the contrary, of course, the sledgehammer will, without hesitation, descend heavily on you. No judicial officer at any level of our courts will be allowed to drag the reputation of the Nigerian judiciary into the mud. We can't come this far to fail. Take heed of this admonition by working rightly towards occupying an enviable space in the annals of the Nigerian judiciary.
All right. Before I play the other video for you guys, I just wanted to quickly appreciate everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. How you guys doing today? It's good to be back here again. Trust me, I've been on the road since morning. Yes, I've been on the road since morning, but it's good to be back here again, my people. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Please press on the like button. I guess everybody can hear me. I can already see that we have Nikki Oko with us. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora. Good evening to you, Mommy. Thanks for joining us. Good evening to every one of you. We appreciate you all, my people. Mike Akiambare, thank you very much. See Moriyi. Lady Eugenia, thank you very much. Obiajolo, Thank you very much. CXL, Sagbovo, Kwangai, Angolo, Emmanuel Chuks. Thank you very much. God bless you all. I want to give Ferdinand. Good evening to you, sir. It's good to have you on the panel, on the broadcast. Thank you very much, my people. Didi Anthony, I can see you right there. Good evening to you, sir. Thanks for joining us. Joy Otaho is with us as well. Ade Adobo, Ugo Best, Benita OK, Mavis Omanose, Madam Bella Naomi. Thank you very much, madam. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Press on the like button, my people, and let us do this together. Lucky Yamo is right there with us. Good luck, Jetro. Thank you very much. We'll go best once more. Thank you very much, Williams Winner. I can see you right there. God bless you. First toss has been on my and God bless every one of you. Desmond Beans is with us as well. Evie Jack, thank you. God bless you all. Press on the like button, my people. Alabi Silvanos, thank you very much. Ladies Virginia, thank you very much. Good evening to you. Madam Helen, I can see you right there. Miracle B, I can see you. God bless you all, my people. Good evening, good evening, good evening to everyone. If you press on the like button and help us to share, this is wonderful to be back here again. Thank you very much, my wonderful people. All right, I can see BTV Naija is right there with us. Thank you very much. Peggy Modi can see you as well. Jeko Obedient, thank you. Prince Matt's Clinic, I can see you as well. Good evening to you. Vitus Akwabella is with us as well. Thank you very much, my wonderful people. Thank you. Do your part. Press on the like button. Press on the dollar sign. Subscribe to our channel if it's your first time today. Michael Abba is right there with us as well. Rita Obey, thank you very much. Thank you. Now God will bless you, my people. Yes, Amaka is right there. Thank you. Good evening to you. Washington, Amorogi, thank you. Good evening to you. And God will bless you, my people. Lowa Chegun, Oremi, thank you very much. Noma, Titi, thank you very much. Good evening. Josh Shooks of Bibo say good evening to you, sir. It's good to have you on the broadcast. Efori Beric, Stella, thank you very much. God bless you all, my people. I can say Oyenzi, Modia, thank you very much. Efako, Jubilanti, thank you very much. Adherence Sadolo, thank you very much, my wonderful people. Michael and Emaro in the building. Good evening to you, sir. Thanks very much. Love of God is my strength. Good evening to you, madam. Thank you very much, Madam Patricia. Patricia Enofe, my dear sister. Good evening to you. God bless you. Thank you very much, my people. Let's move on. All right. We have more people right there commenting. Wow. Okay. We have Timmy Idibe. Thank you very much. Origins, Madam Origin. Thank you very much. Inoma Inosakari. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Veronica Urbano. Good evening, my wonderful people. Yes, I guess we are done right now, right? Okay, we have okay, yes. I think I've mentioned all name, but in case I didn't mention your name, it's not intentional. Just understand with us. Sometimes we don't miss mentioning names, but I want you to know that I appreciate everybody equally. God bless you all, my people. Let's listen to this because hearing from other people, especially the people on ground, is a wonderful one, So I decided to say, okay, let's do this quickly together. Yes, now God bless you, my people. Let's quickly do this. Patience, Idemo, they are just coming in right now. Now, God will bless you. Now, press on the like button. Love, Bob. Thank you. All right, let's listen to this. I'll come back to you guys shortly. It's not easy. It's not easy for the people out there. It's pathetic. It's serious. In fact, it's getting worse every day. Most people cannot really survive right now. That's just the situation right now. So, yeah. But meanwhile, I have a video I'd like to play before we talk. If I have to start talking right now, we might not leave here. Let me post out a link. Let me see if some of you, because I believe, because congratulations for everywhere. Maybe yes. So Jacob will be there. The suffering is too much. Too much suffering for Nigeria. Too much. It's not easy at all. Easy. People are seriously suffering. The funny part of it is that many people can you help? How many people can you help in Nigeria? So it's serious right now. Yes, Mr. Shooks of people say I can see you, Mother Rita, I can see you. Thank you very much, my people. I'll accept you in. So let me quickly do this. Okay, sorry guys. I was just quickly trying to do something sharply there. Okay, let me bring my people in. Mr. Choose of people, is a good evening to you, sir. How are you doing today?
Good evening, Mr. Elvis. First of all, welcome back.
Yes, so
Yeah, it's good to hear from you. From this area again.
yeah,
It
yes,
shows that you're cared. you know,
Yes,
you go there.
free hair. You know, free hair. They talk about it now. Better not be heat anymore. Better hair. No
You know,
NEPA.
say,
No generator.
say that Nigeria where you go, right? If you know
Yeah.
how many people you bring along, you know, because they know, you know, they just talk. You did the country itself, you know. It shows that you love the country. That's why you are saying that. And that's, you know, for you to go in this time of the day, brother, you try. For one, I think maybe by the time you went there, is the money is about 800 to 900. But you see how much it is now, you know. So it's not
Okay.
easy.
Oh, you
Welcome
mean
back,
for
brother.
dollar? Yes. So yes. So pounds
You
now
know.
1,300 naira now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know,
Yeah.
and if you think how much it did when you come out, you know, say
Exactly. It
you
was
face
about
too
7
much trouble
something.
for that
Yes.
place.
It was 7
Yeah,
something, you know, 798.50, something like that.
you see. So thank God for your safe journey back home.
Thank you, sir.
I greet everybody who there for the panel. I greet all the people where they watch us. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. Madam Rita, it's good to have you on the panel. How are you doing today, madam? Good evening to you.
I'm fine. Good afternoon, oh. Sir West, oh. Thank God for Mr. Elvis, oh. Thank God, oh. So, Mr.
Thank
Elvis, yesterday you were saying you might come in late, so it was your travel time you were calculating. Yeah, you are James Bond, oh. You be James Bond. Wallahi. So, West, oh, I thank God for your life. I thank God for safe journey. I thank God for your family. I thank God for what you are doing, and I pray that what you are doing we shall not be in vain. In fact, I believe it shall not be in vain. It shall not be in vain. God bless you, Mr. Elvis. God bless you. I really
Thank you.
respect you so much with all the sacrifices you're making.
Thank
In
you.
fact, I see you. Let me just tell you, I see you. I see you. God bless you and welcome back. Welcome back to sanity.
Sanity. Welcome back to the true country, the real country.
Well, I would say sanity because these people stole from us to become what they are, but they had good leaders. But it's sanity. In
Yeah,
Nigeria, everybody is insane.
yeah, but
But
what about our leaders that is also stealing from us? Why did they invest what they are stealing in the same country, Nigeria?
they are suffering from mental slavery and PTSD combined. That's what they're so, and that's why we are facing all this, and they're all scrambling for money like some mad people, scrambling everywhere, making useless policies that don't make sense. So it's like people that they have taken over the asylum, the mad people. That is, with all due respect to people with mental illness, all these leaders, I don't even call them leaders, self, all these thieves. They are the mad people, they've taken over Nigeria. So that's why everything is erratic right now. But welcome to sanity. Welcome to sanity.
Thank you.
Welcome to no noise pollution of generator. God
Exactly.
bless you.
Exactly. Thank you very much, Mother Rita. God bless you. I appreciate you always as well. Before I welcome in my brother Williams, I would like to quickly say that because of what Mother Rita just said, no noise of generator. As we speak right now, Lagos and Abuja is blackout, no single lights at all. Everybody is on generator. Everybody is on generator. Solar for Nigeria. If I tell you now, they quit is poor. If you blow, is poor. Or if you travel, live out for 6 months, if you come back, all your battery don't frozen. Many things happening. Nothing is really working in Nigeria. That's just the truth. So it's terrible right there, right now. Williams Winner, my brother, how you doing today? It's good to have you on the panel.
Good evening, Mr. Elvis. Happy Sunday, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening, Mrs. Rita, and the panelists and all the people in the comment section. You know, I always envy you, Mr. Elvis, you know, but I'm believing that Nigeria is going to be great because they're still we are at home, like home. Just like when Mrs. Rita was saying, well, I can say that everybody is insane, but it is not everybody
Yeah.
because we are believing that all those leaders, they were the one insane. Because if you gather that kind of money and you are seeing people dying beside you, I don't have any feeling. So those are the people that are insane. And all of us, you and all the panelists and everybody coming out every day to talk to these people, to talk to the authority. I'm believing we are the right side. And God will not make your veins and our activities and everything we are doing will not make it to be in vain.
Amen.
So I'm believing this is our home. We are
Thank
going
you.
to take it back. Though a minority, we are taking it back. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. I would like to quickly say this because I was recognized by more by 5 people, so I was surprised. I was recognized in the airport. I was recognized by immigration. I was recognized by what do you call these people that push your luggage? There's something I forgot. Trolley, is it trolley pusher? You know, I was recognized. I was like, okay, when immigration recognized me, and I was surprised when the lady was also lamenting, what they are passing through. So the truth of the matter is that in Nigeria right now, the people that you think that is happy that this man is in power, Tinubu, no, they are not happy. Some of them are pretending because they don't want to lose their job. Some are pretending because they don't want to die, because that's their perception right from time. Many Nigerians, some are scared because they don't want to lose their businesses or whatever, But if you talk to them one-on-one, majority of them are not happy. They are not happy. An army man, also spoke to me about 3 weeks ago, complaining, telling us, please, guys, you guys don't stop talking. Please don't stop talking because we cannot talk. You guys speak for us. If we talk, we go fall in trouble. Soldier man. And also remember the army guys that came to our platform a couple of weeks ago or months ago. The same thing the guy was saying on air, telling us that they are dying slowly in the bush. You remember, I said they put on for camera, they show us where they did for inside bush that time. If many of us still remember, I believe Mr. Chu some people ago remember this, So, to be honest, many of these people that you think that is happy with these people, they are not happy with them. Many of them cannot speak, so they want you to speak for them. Because many of them, if they lose their job, they are done. That's why. So it's terrible. It's terrible in Nigeria, my people. If you have family members in Nigeria, please support them. Yeah, that's all I can say right now. Support them. I know it's not easy for you as well, but just support them. I remember I told you guys not to support the people in Nigeria during the time of the campaign. Yeah, but they did well. And that strategy also works out. The people in Nigeria, they did well. They did vote for Peter Obi. Not be there, cause the situation what we did. So everything was manipulated. We were robbed in a broader light. So please, if you used to give 10,000 naira to your family before, or 20,000 naira, or 50,000 naira, any amount that you used to send to them monthly, I beg, if possible, double them. Yeah, if not 10K, double one to 20K. If not 50K, double one to 100K every month. Yes, I beg. If you get when I'm not going to blame me tomorrow. If you get, double one. Because it's terrible right now. It's terrible. It's terrible. You need to see. In fact, we'll talk many things we concern Nigeria. But meanwhile, before we move on, I'd like us to quickly listen to what Charlie Boy said. Because these people now, there's information going on now. They want to come up with their final judgment to give us a rerun. So we have to start rebuking it by now because Peter Obi won the election. We don't need a rerun. You can't give us a rerun. We don't need it. So I'd like us to quickly take this one right here. Thank you very much, my people. Press on the like button and help us to share. I appreciate every one of you right there that congratulated me. May God bless you all as well. So let me quickly take on this article right here, to see what Charlie Boy have to say. Then we'll take it from there. God bless you all. As you can see, presidential election tribunal, Obi supporters won't accept rerun. Charlie Boy, that's what to put on for our title as well. As you can see right there. One moment, guys. I like taking these things out. Look at another verse. Ahead of the presidential election petition tribunal judgment, Maverick singer Charles Oputa, aka Charlie Boy, has warned that supporters of Labour Party LP presidential candidate Mr. Peter Obi would not accept a rerun of the election. He said the court had given judgment in favor of other politicians without ordering a rerun, insisting that Obi will not be different. We refuse, reject, and condemn a rerun. That word be that. I'll take him again. we refuse, reject, and condemn a rerun. So that is you guys know that Charlie Boy have been very, very, very consistent. He stand by waiting in belief on. So he's one of us. He's one of us who is always saying things how it is. He doesn't care, and he's in Nigeria. So for me, I even respect the people that is in Nigeria that is saying it how it is more than we that lives abroad. So to be honest, because you know what that means. So yes, let's move on from where I stop. One moment, my people. Where is it? Okay, I got it. Okay, he said we refuse, reject, and condemn a rerun. If the judiciary did it for Rotimi Amaechi of Rivers State, and they also did even greater wonders for Hope Uzodinma of Imo State, surely they can do even greater for Peter Obi. What is good for the goose is good, not to rerun, he wrote on Twitter. Yes, it's not long. It's just a short article, but it's powerful. Short article because it's good for us to be reminding these people of what they are trying to do, that what we can accept and what we will not accept. Yes, a rerun is a no, because information also reaching me that this week, remember, these people, they are very, very unpredictable. They're supposed to pass this judgment last week. They refused. So this week now, we're also hearing information that they might likely, be passing it, this coming week. So who knows? So we cannot really say, because they are very, very unpredictable right now. We don't know what they are doing. We don't know what will happen. So let's see how it goes. But nevertheless, we don't want a rerun. It's very, very important. We don't want a rerun. It's forbidden. We rebuke it. It's unacceptable. We cannot take it. If you're going to go for a rerun, who is going to take it? That's another question that we should be asking ourselves. If we want a rerun, who is going to take it? Is it going to be the same satanic Mahmoud Yakubu? Is it no. And two, where are they going to get the funds from? We spent almost 400 billion in this previous election that Mahmoud decided to select his own candidates. So are they going to issue out another 400 billion again for another election? So these are things that these guys should put into consideration. It's very, very important they put this into consideration, because obviously we are not going to accept a rerun, for the sake of the country, especially at this particular time where a lot of us, a lot of people are suffering everywhere. Why would you want to pass your judgment on a rerun? Or because of selfishness, or because you want to please the person that have paid you? Anyway, we shouldn't draw more than a shadow to judge you. We're only telling you that we will not accept a rerun. Thank you very much, my people.
In anticipation, believing that the judiciary will do the right thing in Nigeria. We know that the mandate was obviously stolen by APC and Tinubu, and they are doing everything now to ensure that they still perpetuate this injustice. But their end has come, and Nigerians are standing up to the challenge. And that's why you see all the billboards everywhere saying all eyes are on the judiciary. And they are threatening when they saw that everywhere, because Nigerians within the nation and abroad are all saying this is our time to take our nation back. And we know Tinubu is a master scammer and schemer. They are doing everything to strategize and make sure they influence the case in their favor. When they knew they stole this election, broad daylight, and announced it at night when people were sleeping, we are seeing what is happening in West Africa. It stood against it, and many of the northern leaders, because if they invade Niger, the northern states, if not the entire nation of Nigeria, is going to be engulfed in that war. And I'm so happy that Nigerians are saying no to it. Whatever be Tinubu's plan, trying to make it look as if it is ECOWAS that is asking him to do that. And since he's the chairman of ECOWAS, he has no choice. But it's a lie. And some people are so daft, they don't realize the fact that Tinubu is strategically placing people where he is placing them because he wants to use them for his own selfish interest. Like the one he put over the army that they said is a Christian, but he actually plans to use him for his own personal gain. And now people are saying it's not Tinubu that wants to send the army to Niger. It is the new person, the new chief of the army that is responsible, so that they can make it look as if it's Christians that are doing it. But it's still part of the sinister plan of Tinubu. And people can see it, and they're blaming it and say, you can see now, it's somebody from Southern Kaduna that's trying to do that. But it's all a lie. Tinubu and APC know that this case is not going to be in their favor because it's too obvious. They rigged this election. Everything was a scam. And now they're fighting tooth and nail. They're doing everything possible to ensure that they influence the judiciary to either give them a rerun or to uphold the election by saying that, there is no enough evidence to overturn or to change the outcome of Tinubu being the rightful winner of the 2023 election. But it is not so. The case is too obvious. That's why we've been calling on the judges to do the right thing. Don't fear Tinubu. Don't fear APC. Nigerians are more than an individual. Don't let your conscience be seared. That's why we are saying all eyes are on the judiciary to do justice. We are not doing that so that we can intimidate you or terrorize you to doing something to favor us. We are just saying stand for truth, stand for justice, stand in defense of Nigerians, not your own personal agenda, not your own personal gratification or those that are putting pressure on you. Don't allow yourself to be bought. And you see now with all the billboards, and they are pulling them down. Now, why are they so afraid? Pulling down billboards and saying, but they are trying to use the fact that, the people that have the right to put up billboards, they are the ones that are pulling it down. But it is the same APC government using them to do that. They are scared. They can't stand to face the people. The people have risen. You can't beat them. You can't muzzle their mouth and say, don't talk. All Nigerians are saying is that we have suffered enough in the hands of these wicked tyrants that are called politicians. We are still calling on the judiciary to do the right thing. Another thing that Tinubu just did, we knew he brought in all the people that were nominees for his ministerial appointment, and most of them are the people that did the dirty work for him. So he had to reward them. Somebody like Ganduje that we know is very corrupt, when he didn't make the list, so what did they do? They ensured they pushed the former chairman out and made Ganduje the chairman of APC. That is the party that wants to rule and govern you. Gather so many people whose track record we can never trust. Many of them have cases. They actually should be behind bars, but they brought them in to cover up the whole mess, but they cannot cover it up forever. Now Tinubu is planning to swear in many of these people that we all know, many of them are corrupt. And you know what he's doing? Strategically, the one that is part of his lead counsel in this election tribunal, he now appointed him and is making him, what is he going to be? Will be Minister of Justice and Attorney General of Nigeria, so that he can use him to influence the outcome. This time around, that's why Nigerians, in case the judiciary do something funny, let's take our nation back. Enough is enough. They can't continue to think we are fools. This is the time for every Nigerian to stand in defense of your nation. You are afraid of dying. People are dying every day. What makes you or me better than those that have died? The people that died in Mangu, Southern Kaduna, the whole of Plateau, go to Benue, all over Nigeria. Go to even the northwest, northeast. Nowhere is safe. So are you better than others that have died? People that are in IDP camps, suffering because of this evil, selfish, greedy politician. And they are doing everything to ensure that nobody removes Tinubu, because Tinubu, being a corrupt person, he will perpetuate the corruption using all the people that he has surrounded himself with. He brought somebody like wicked, selfish, greedy person who doesn't understand the rule of law, and he calls himself a lawyer, and he wants to make him minister over FCT, where he, the so-called sitting president, did not even win 25%. But I want to say to all Nigerians, and especially those of you that are in the FCT, don't allow Wike terrorize you. Remember, that is the capital of Nigeria, and we must stand in defense of our nation. And so this is part of what Tinubu is planning. He will not succeed, together with all the people that he's planning to put in strategic positions to ensure that the case is in his favor. That is why we are calling on the judiciary to do the right thing. Let there be justice. Don't let Nigerians go into flames. We don't want war. Nigerians have been peaceful. They want their nation back. To all obedience and all other patriotic Nigerians, anytime there is a 1 million man march all over the nation, join them and let's peacefully take our nation back. Wearing our t-shirts with billboards wherever we can get them. All of you, the judges that are in the election tribunal court, do the right thing. After allowing justice to prevail, if Tinubu and APC take the case to the Supreme Court, we also expect CJN. You were talking to the judges, you were swearing in that they should not allow themselves be bought with money. You too should do the same thing and let there be justice. Think about the suffering that Nigerians have gone through. A right-thinking Nigerian, a Nigerian in his right mind, to still be thinking about Tinubu continuing or APC continuing in this regime or in governance of this nation. They've already destroyed the nation enough. Do we want what happened in Mali, Burkina Faso, and now in Niger to happen in Nigeria? Let there be peace. Let there be justice. Let's take our nation back. Our eyes are on the judiciary. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. As I've been saying, let's remain prayerful and hopeful, believing that with God, all things are possible. I want to say thank you for being part of today's broadcast. Why don't you go ahead and share it with as many people as you can so that they also know what we need to do. And like this broadcast, by so doing, it will be recommended to more people so they can also watch. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, why don't you do that right away? It's always a joy to speak about what is happening in our nation and what we need to do to take our nation back. I look forward to seeing you next time. Once again, this is your friend and brother, Dr. Haruna Goro. May God bless you and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Bye-bye for now.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you very much for your time with us. That is it. It's time for us to start talking. Currently, we have over 900 people watching us on Nigeria Watch, about 800 right there. So I encourage you all to press on the like button, because the likes that we currently have right now not good enough. We only have 200 likes. You know, it's not good enough at all. I'm sorry that I have to say this, but it's the fact. The likes is not encouraging at all. Please, let's take that likes to at least, if we have over 800 people watching us on one particular channel, you know, we should be staggering at least a minimum of 400 likes by now. Depend, because I normally like to have it, but 200, you know, is not good. If you can hear my voice, join us to press on the like button and let's hear from our wonderful panelists. Thank you very much. And I got a super chat from somebody while the video was playing. I'd like to quickly appreciate Peggy Modi. Thank you very much for the super chat. May God bless you. Your statement goes like this. Mr. Elvis, may God bless. May God continue to strengthen you and bless you always in all that you do, and your labor of love shall not be in vain. In Jesus' name, Amen. Have a cup of coffee with a token. That's not a token. That's a lot. Thank you. Thank you. May God bless you too, Peggy Mondi. I really do appreciate you. Thanks for your continued support. Guys, if you can emulate that, that would be nice. Support what we are doing. May God bless every one of you. Continue to press on that like button as we hear from our wonderful people right here. Dr. Ken, thank you very much for joining us. Good evening to you, sir. How are you doing today, Dr. Ken? Dr. Ken, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay,
Good
thank you, sir.
afternoon.
Good evening to you. How are you doing, sir?
Well, the Lord is great, man. Good to have you back again, brother.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It's good to have you on the panel as well. So I'll come back to you shortly.
Not a problem.
All right. Let me start from the first person on the panel, which is Mr. Shooks Obibueze. Mr. Shooks Obibueze, thank you very much, sir, for your patience. Please talk to us. Let's do 8 minutes.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Elvis, once again for this wonderful opportunity. I would like to start with area father saying that we obedient, we reject anything to do with re-election, because I don't call it a rerun. I don't see where rerun comes in here. If INEC didn't meet any criteria or whatever, you shouldn't change to a rerun. A rerun is whereby nobody meets the qualification to be president. And I will continue to say it because I think I don't know if it is the judiciary that is interpreting it in that way, or we the people. But whichever way, all we know is that we will not agree to anything to do with calling another election in respect of the presidency. Now, it is unacceptable to us, just like Charlie Boy Oputa said it. It's unacceptable to obedience because we've spent money. Mr. Elvis, you asked the question: are they going to borrow another 400 billion to do that? And this economic harsh reality we're facing, because why we said we are not going to agree. We know there's a clear winner in this election, and we know there's a very big hunger in the country. And we can't afford to spend 400 billion. No, we can't afford to do that again, to hold an election where people are hungry. Yes, if there's a reason, like nobody meets the criteria, we will know that this is something we have to do. But this one, we know there is a winner. We also know that some people were not supposed to even appear on the ballot box. So we so doing, we reject anything to do with a rerun, as you call it, but direct judgment, the right thing. Everybody has been saying it. Even the churchman who was coming back from church, we can understand what he was saying there. We clearly understood him. We are getting knowledge every day. And that is what the churches need to do. They need to educate the people. They need to help the people. They need to make the people believe in what they're saying. You cannot be saying a different thing and doing a different thing. So, all Nigerians, our eyes is on the judiciary. And the judiciary, we need to put this behind us. Seriously, this is not your private business. There is a set date. Don't provoke Nigerians. Don't provoke Nigerians. There is a set date for you to do this. Whether it's constitutional or not, I don't know. But what else can it be? You have not told us that you stole. There's a problem. And this is Nigeria we're talking about. You owe nobody apology for being behind. No explanation. That is the rascality we are talking about. Because everybody is on autopilot. Everybody does what they like. No one is checking anybody. Nobody. And that is where we find ourselves. It's so annoying. I'll quickly touch on the last video you played with Net Media. All the cases.
About the Niger. Before you talk about that, sir, let me quickly add this to it so that you can take all of them together. Because
All right.
according to you know, I would like to let me just put that on the screen and take only the headline quickly. You know, sorry guys, let me quickly just take this, make an office, you know, because it's an article. It's an article because I want Mr. Choose to be able to make it output. Guys, please press on like button. Thank you, Madam Nena, for the super chat. May God bless you. I really do appreciate this. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for supporting me all the time. May God bless every one of you right there. Thank you, my wonderful, wonderful people. All right, as you all can see right there on the screen, you might not see it properly because it's very tiny, but let me take it. It's very tiny. You might not be able to see it properly, but let me leave the headline here and take it from here. This one is a foreign newspaper. You know, they said Air France previously suspended the flight from Burkina Faso. A week later, you know, Air France have lifted their suspension and willing to come back to Burkina Faso. Now, Burkina Faso have refused to accept them back to their country. So that headline alone is just okay for me. As you all can see right there, Burkina Faso, Mali block Air France from returning back to their country. And Air France now start time before say we know they come again. But when you resume, that's why I will take this one to personal life. When somebody block you for their life, you know, they block you with one fence. Maybe you use 10 fence block them. When they don't tire of blocking you, when they want to come back, there's no space for them. That's how it is, you know. Thank you very much, my people. I would like to thank Chika Udobi. Thank you very much for your super chat. Pocket never run dry. Appreciate you all. Thank you. May your pocket never run dry. Every one of you that is supporting me. Thank you, sir. Mr. Chuso Bibo, please go ahead, sir. Talk to us.
Yeah, you see, like what Mr. Ted said on that video, everything he explained there is exactly what we're going to see. It's affecting Nigeria. Let them not think the sanction is just for Niger. Nigeria lose more than Niger is losing. Yes, they suffer more than Nigerians are suffering. But let me warn ECOWAS and whoever that is pushing them. A single bullet fired in Niger can turn the whole West Africa into big problem that 10, 20 years they cannot solve. They should not underestimate what is going on now. The people are behind all these freedom seekers. We don't really know their ambition. But as it is today, we can see that they are with the people and the people are happy with them. So let them not think. We can see what is going on in Ukraine. We see how it is. When the people are behind, it doesn't matter who you are, you're going to be defeated. And that is exact what this Burkina Faso, did by telling Air France. Hence we can deal without you for 1 week. We can do it in hundreds, thousands, even millions of weeks. It's tick for tat. We cannot continue to swallow rubbish from you. Enough is enough. And that is why I'm warning ECOWAS. If they don't take care, if they start this war, all the presidents that go to that war, they will be ousted. Not by military. but the civilians themselves. Mark my word, you cannot escape what is going on here. We are getting educated every day. We have the internet. We know what is going on. We are discussing it. We are discussing it, not just Nigeria discussing it. All the spaces, the youth of Africa are discussing this. So do not think that the people are not with the freedom fighters, because that's what I call them today. They are just our freedom fighters. We need to start negotiating like man to man. We need to start doing things on our own pace, on our own standard. That's what we're talking about. And please, the COP leaders, I hope what you're doing is standing on a very solid ground to bring them to negotiation. We don't want you to stay 3 years. We don't want you to stay 3 years. But I hope what you're doing is to use that to get them to negotiate. I yield here, Mr. Elvis. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity.
All right, Mr. Shuso, may God bless you, sir. Thanks for your submission. I would like to appreciate Shike. Thank you very much for the correction. I called Shika earlier on. Sorry. I like the way you put them there. Say, make it help me tell Elvis, so make it correct my name properly. Oga Shike Udobi. Thank you. God bless you. All right, let's move on to moderator. Moderator, thank you very much once again. Thanks for your patience. Please talk to us.
Yeah, thank you again. Good afternoon again, Mr. Elvis and everyone in the panel. I'm on the diaspora. Happy Sunday and welcome back again. Ganduje being the APC chairman, Bola Ahmed Tinubu's lawyer being the Minister of Justice, and Wike being the Minister of the FCT. What a set of jokers. What a set of jokers. Like, seriously? Nigerian senators, let me just let everyone know. Nigerian senators are not heroes when it comes to them rejecting the fight against Niger. And this is the reason why I say so. Akpabio already, in fact, I think they even visited Akpabio a night before and told him, I'm talking about the northern senators, because I think they are more in the House, in the Senate than any other regional group. I think so. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. And all of them, all the northern senators, they have already pre-planned and told the Senate president that they are going to reject fighting Niger. They are going to reject it. So the media putting it out there, and Akpabio making it seem like, oh, they care so much about, the interest of Nigeria. They care so much about, not fighting. We don't want the red color. We're tired of what we're going. They don't really care. It's just because these northern senators, they know very well that if anything happens to Niger, it's going to happen to them, because they have cousins, they have wives, and they have economic interests and properties in Niger, as well as other neighboring countries. Because if it pans out that something happens in Niger, if you look at the map, you can see Chad. I mean, you can see all the little countries surrounding Niger, and it's definitely connected to the northern part of Nigeria. So that's just why. So don't look at them as like, they're senators, or they care so much about the war. If this thing was happening in the south, the northern senators would care less. Like, they should take over. If it was happening in the southern part of Cameroon now, the one that is attached to Bakassi right now, if there was a war, trust me, the senators wouldn't care. But the northern part of Cameroon, close to Adamawa State, they would care. So please, they're not heroes. They never cared. We just have a number of people in the Senate who are northerners, and they know they have vested interest in Niger, and that's why they're all scrambling out and coming out, and that's why we can see the Sultan of Sokoto, and we can see Abubakar come in, speaking Hausa, and they're all trying to have this camaraderie, like, oh, we care so much. Everybody's scrambling. This is a punishment from God. I know if you're a northerner and you're listening, maybe you think I'm sounding like maybe I don't like you guys. I don't hate anybody. I don't have the energy, but I'm just speaking it in terms of morality, in terms of actions that they should have taken concerning Nigeria in the past, concerning the Fulani headsmen that have created a mayhem across the nation. And I didn't see a conglomerate, what I'm seeing now, scrambling to meet ECOWAS and scrambling to meet the military guy in Niger now. I didn't see that happening. Because the Sultan, the Emir of Kanu, all the Northerners, let me put it that way, all the Northern elites, all the Northern scholars, when they're talking about the Fulani headsmen, taking down people, taking over people's farms, I didn't see this gathering. I didn't see this show of solidarity, of being concerned about what's happening to the other parts of Nigeria. I didn't see that. So it's so hypocritical for them to come out now and scrambling, and they're all in the media on a daily basis. They're all looking frantic. It's hypocritical, man. It is. I would say it. Yes, I said it. They're all hypocrites. Bloody hypocrites. They say I'm not really interested. Whatever. In fact, they should. In fact, the guy in Niger and all the francophone countries, they should reject any northern Nigerian leader coming. They should reject all of them. They should not even see them. At least 6 months, they shouldn't see them. That is the punishment God is giving you guys, this wicked and malevolent northern caliphate elite that think that they can have a stronghold of Nigeria, and they're putting any puppet that they want as president of Nigeria just because they want to rule. This is the situation. If you had someone like Peter the Rock Obi, I don't think it would, the decisions that this Agbado is making, that he made and being a puppet to the West, all this nonsense wouldn't happen. Because we have a reasonable man, a tactical man, a man that understands the value of being Africa, a man that understands the value and the wholeness of being African, brotherhood. But the one that we have, they're all selfish puppets. So the northern elites, this is the punishment, and it's just starting that God is giving you people. Because many of these northern elites, many of these scholars like Mahdi Shehu, the one that called himself Dr. Mahdi Shehu, that man that lied, I'm calling him a liar because he lied against Peter the Rock Obi and his son during the election campaign. He lied, so I'm calling him a bloody liar. He was the one who was wearing a fake neck braces. It's the same Mahdi Shehu that comes on national TV to start talking about how incompetent this government that you supported it is. Man, those hypocrites, man. Hypocrites. Bunch of hypocrites. Bunch of hypocrites. They don't care about the poor northern man or woman. Okay, all those massacres that's happening just in Kaduna. I did see all these leaders come out. It is the same Fulani brothers. Hello? Bloody hypocrites. Bloody hypocrites. Burkina Faso rejects Air France. Yes, I give a round of applause. In fact, everybody should give a round of applause to the leadership of Burkina Faso. Every single one. Because they did the right thing. You cannot not come out and listen. The hegemony of the West, France and America, the hegemony of what they're doing in things they can have control is coming to an end. That is the truth. And thank God for this day and time where there's so much awareness, where even if they want to put a propaganda out there, a lot of people have seen examples of what have happened in the past, what is even going on now in Russia and Ukraine. So you cannot trick the people. So right now, it is the duty of these francophone countries to start educating their people. Start educating their people to know their worthiness. To know their worthiness. So they should reject Air France. Air France is not the only flyer, for crying out loud. And this is also a call to African having their own airline that is respected. Not Ethiopia has their airline. If Ethiopia is sensible, let me not use the word sensible now, like as if I'm putting them down, but I know Ethiopia Airline is one of the biggest in Africa. So if Ethiopia Airlines can support the people from Burkina Faso and say, you know what, if you need international flight and maybe Air France doesn't want to come there, don't want to replace. Even all the Western airlines stop going to Burkina Faso. At least we have Ethiopian airline. At least I can say we have Ethiopian airline because it's one of the biggest in Africa. If in Africa, yes, it is the biggest in Africa. So kudos to them. This is what I'm talking about. Leadership. You cannot come and dictate to me or carry this imperial behavior and thinking that your hegemonistic attitude will make me start crawling and begging for you. No, because all of a sudden now they want to want to come back now because they know that Africa really, we can do without the West. That's the truth. We can do without the West. They can't do without us. And I'm yet to see I am yet to see, maybe it's out there somewhere, but I'm yet to see a French person, a real French white person come out and start speaking against what the French did. I am yet to see it. All of them are all silent. I am yet to see it. They are all silent. I am yet to see it. Because all these things that's going on right now, they cannot tell me that they're not aware. They cannot tell me that their country is benefiting from the sweat and the blood of the African child in all these Francophone countries. They cannot tell me they don't know. They cannot tell me that they're ignorant. Although I know some of them are ignorant because I have experienced that too. I have seen some people who are ignorant. I'm talking about the white people who just feel that they are doing us a favor. But most of them, it is what they taught them in school. It is what their parents taught them, and they have refused. And they have this ideology that they have some sort of supremacy. So you can say, I would say the most populace of the old school French, many of them, majority of them, still have that mentality of French imperialism. It has to end. It has to end. And I in all of this, I still haven't heard what the African Union has said. At least there's a chairman of the African Union. I haven't heard that. Maybe it's there. Someone can show it up and say, okay, this is what the African Union has said. This is what the president of the African Union has said. Even the UN, the so-called UN. What's this man name? The man that took over Kofi Annan. This man, he hasn't spoken. The last time I even heard him talk was even during the COVID-19, and he was just a puppet as usual. So they have just hypocrites. Hypocrites. My fear, ECOWAS sanction, is not just is not justified because I would say what ECOWAS is doing now to the Francophone countries, it is not justified and it is wrong. And the reason why I say so, it is not as if maybe they care so much about how the administration of Niger is going. They are just a front man for France and Britain, plus other ones that we don't know. They are just a front man. That's what it is. So that's why the ECOWAS group, that sub-regional group, it should be decimated. It should be stopped. It should be cancelled. We don't need it because what they are doing, they're not representing West Africa. They're not even representing Africa of today. They are not. So that group should just be decimated. There's no need right now because they're just telling everyone that they're just a front for the West, period. And there's one thing Mr. Chuk said, like all of them, if they even try to go into Niger, all of them that are the leaders of like Kwato of the Ivory Coast and the other ones, all of them that gather and they say, okay, we're supporting what BAT is doing. Your people are coming for you. It's not even the army right now. They are coming to put things right because you cannot, this day and age, we are not going to fight our brothers and sisters. We're not going to be engulfed in the hegemony of the West, the wicked hegemony of the West. We will not be engulfed by it. And another thing that I was hearing from NEDMI, they say they have a 3-year plan. Now, I hope that there's a laid out economic revival in Niger within that 3-year plan. Cutting the umbilical cord of the West from Niger. Educational revival. And when I talk about educational revival, I'm talking about the self-esteem of the people, the self-worth, ownership, awareness of their worth as Black Nigerians, awareness of their worth as this is my country, I'm part of my country. They say we are poor, that's fine, but the world is describing us as poor. Well, but we are not really poor, and our country have resources enough to sustain us. So education, it's so deep because right now every Black person, take it or leave it, except those who are consciously aware right now. Thank God for the internet, but most Africans right now, they still have this Western belief, and it has to come with self-identity, talk about their hair, their skin color, how they should dress, how they should eat, how they should worship God or communicate with God. It is still really embedded in a lot of us, in a lot of Africans. So if Niger wants to really start changing their country with this 3-year plan, I hope and I pray that this educational revival, this awareness, this consciousness, they have to work really hard for it. I know a lot of people, they already know, people are supporting, at least 95% are supporting what's going on. 95% of the populace of Niger, they're supporting the man over there. But most of them might just see things on the surface. But when they go back home or when certain situation arises, sometimes human beings are creatures of habit. Sometimes they need to, they might backslide and start thinking the Western way. So that's why this thing has to be really embedded, starting from even their schools, starting from even their worship centers, telling them about how great they are, they are worthy, how worthy they are, how, how better they are than other people that think that they are less of them. That is that 3-year plan. I hope the leadership now would take ownership of that and really implement that in, to just remove poverty, move this umbilical cord that is kind of attached to them. It's going to take a very long time. It is doable, but they have to start from somewhere. It's very, very important that they do that. But I mean, their 3-year plan, they don't have to tell the world their 3-year plan. They can always, speak amongst their people and say, this is the plan. And if they actually need help, I want to even ask every person who is African, who love African, whether you're a man or a woman, if you know that you want to help the economic revival, the educational revival of Niger, this is the time that you need to put yourself out there, that you are ready to help them, because they have been so dependent on the West for training, education, everything. So right now, if there's going to be a revival, the Africans who have gotten the opportunity to understand what it is to grow an economy like Niger, even whatever resources they have, if you have that intellect, please, this is the time that they need. Maybe they're also reaching out to people, but sometimes they might not know you exist, but you're over there and you have this technical know-how, you have this intelligence and exposure. You can help if we want to talk about growing Africa, because we have to help each other. We have to help ourselves. I don't have to come from Niger for me to go there with my skills and say, okay, you know what? I want to help these people. Sometimes it can even be pro bono or even maybe a token or something, but for a certain number of time. If it's that 3-year span, let us see what he has to do for that country 3-year span. Who are the people you are bringing to your economic team? People who are experienced. They have to be African, and they have to understand what it is to be African, and they have to understand what it is that you want to emancipate Africa from. If they don't have that consciousness, trust me, there's going to be problems along the line. I'm talking about them planning. I keep saying it every time. That is one of my worry. One of my worry is this Wagner group, for example. What is in it for Wagner? Really, because Central African Republic and some other countries that they've, kind of so-called help, 10% of whatever the country has in resources belongs to them. I think they even have a diamond mine. I'm not sure if it's Central African Republic, because they help them, according to them, so-called help. So and that is kind of like my worry. I'm not very comfortable with the Wagner group trooping in. And the Wagner group represents Russia, because it's under Russia. Take it or leave it. It's under Putin. It's not like if it's Segovin that is, he's the front man that you are seeing. No, it's Putin and another guy that we don't see. So that is just my fear, that we think that Wagner, let them not go and infiltrate this somebody who's a Judas, because there's always a Judas, because what they always do, we should keep looking at history. They can come back again, because the West want to take down all these people who have risen up against them. All of them. It will take them years to do it, but they must do it, because they've done it in the past. That is their modus operandi. That is how the West work. They just need certain people who can betray them. So they should watch out. They should look out. It's very, very important. They need to watch, because it is not easy to come out from the hegemony of the West. It's very difficult. Take it or it's not an easy task. Let us say the way it is. It's not easy. But if we can come together and join hands and interlock ourselves, it will be very hard for anybody that's being influenced by the West to come in. And any single or any tint of anybody's kind of behaving in a certain way, tilting towards the West, they should put that person aside or take that person down, put that person in jail, or exile that person, because we don't want any bad eggs to spoil the majority of the eggs that know what they want to do. That's how countries like Singapore rose, China, because group of people, they love the country. They say, okay, this is what we want to do. Everybody obeys. Anybody who is not in line, you are going to be stepped aside. So that's what Africa needs to do. Niger, that's what you need to do. And Mr. Charlie Boy, God bless that man. Those are the kind of men. He's in his 70s, I believe, with white hair that we should respect. In Nigerians who are still talking, on behalf of the majority of Nigerians who want good governance. And he's just said it the way it is. We must refuse, reject, and condemn this so-called rerun, because the person that won, the person that the majority of Nigerians voted for, is Peter the Rock Obi. Period. And Ahmed Datia was our vice president. No one else. No one else. If we have to do all the recount, if they have to call us in diaspora to count every count, even the count is too much, the voting is, we can volunteer ourselves to count. Obedience are ready to count it for the judiciary if they want to do a recount again. Because Peter Jirokobi is the winner. They should just declare him the winner. And what's his name? The Chief Justice, Ariwola, wherever you see Peter Obi, whether it's in his dining table, swear him in there. Swear him in there and let him start running the country the way the country is supposed to be run. Please, we're just sick and tired. And even talking about rerun, how can you have an economy where, you know, they're thinking of increasing salary, but you know, your expenditure is even is not even reduced? How? And they want to do a rerun. Mr. Naija, what you said, 400 billion. That's how much they spend. Approximately 400 billion. Let me tell you, that one is just for the papers. That is just for the papers. That 400 billion is double. The money is double. When you have things like ways and means, like what's his name? Emefiele was signing for. Now he cannot bear the heat in the kitchen right now. He's crying and saying that he's ill or whatever it is, because that's what all of them do. That money, they spent more than 400 billion. They spent double that money for this election. And we know most of that money went to voicemail. Most of that money went to the pockets of Mahmoud that spoiled everything for us. Because he's a sellout, and tomorrow you're going to go and pray 5 times a day. How can you talk to God like that? How? And you're a professor, and the other professors that teach in school, what are you going to teach me as a professor? How do you think I'll be looking at you? How? And then you have professors of rights and being like Wole Soyinka calling us fascists because we were asking for good governance. How am I supposed to respect you? How? And I will continue to appreciate Chief Michael Zekome. I will continue to appreciate Charlie Boy Oputa. I will continue to appreciate Pa Debanjo. I will continue to appreciate Dr. Haruna. I will continue to appreciate all the men and women out there, all the pastors like Mrs. Amaku in that Abuja church, all the pastors someone like her that talks about must reject it. We should not relax. I will continue to respect people like that. But people that have white hair, like Professor of Rights and Wole Soyinka, I will not respect you. I will not respect you because you're not standing for the truth. You are calling us fascists. In this our generation, this is what you are calling us for fighting for our rights. Nigeria, we bear a lot. We take a lot. We are so resilient. In fact, we are resilient to a fault. That's why all this nonsense is happening. Appointing Ganduje, Wike, imagine that. Imagine Bat's lawyer as Minister of Justice. See what they happen now. It's that, I don't know. It's like maybe, I don't know, the juju never clear. It's not even Mumu anymore. It is juju never clear for many Nigerian eye. And that PTSD of the military junta is still there. That's why a lot of people are hesitant to come out to talk. It is still there. I'm telling you, we have not healed from that. The brutality of the military junta, Nigerians have not healed. Many of us who have been stood today, many of us experienced it. We saw it. If you were still alive or you were old enough to experience the Abacha government, you understand what I'm talking about. Many of them experienced it, or Babangida government. Many people experienced it. And that is when we saw what happened to Fela's mother. You know, it's there. I'm not just saying it. Go to the internet. It's free. Google is your friend. The videos are there on YouTube. You see what the military did. So they kind of suppressed our self-esteem about shouting out to oppression. They suppressed it. Fela Nicola Pokuti, God bless you. So he was brave enough, even without oppression, he was brave enough to stand, dust his hand, and keep singing and keep speaking. But this generation now, like Mr. Naija, like all of us here who talk here now, we are brave enough. We are still going to keep talking, no matter what they do. Even if they attack our internet, thank God we're in diaspora. They cannot attack our internet. But if they want to cut Twitter, they want to cut YouTube or media, okay, they will now know that, okay, this is not Korea now of Africa. They will know how we will handle ourselves. Mr. Naija, thank you very much.
Wow, thank you, Madam Rita. You know, anyway, I agree with you on that particular figure because that's what they put to the public officially. About 400 billion they spent in the previous failed election that Yakubu selected his preference. You know, but still, yeah, who knows? But meanwhile, let's move on. Thank you very much for that wonderful submission. And I also want to agree with you as well, Madam Rita, for the Northern elders. For the Northern elders, their reactions to this Niger issue and all that surprised me. I addressed it 2 days ago, I guess. You know, it really, really surprised me because the way the Northern elders came out till today is standing to make sure that the war will never ever happen and all that, traveling left to right to Nigeria here and there, putting all effort and all that, which is a good thing. But I wish they've demonstrated this kind of energy with all that have been happening in Nigeria. It would have been nice. So it shows that we are not one Nigeria, my people. To be honest, I thought we are one, because when things are happening in, for example, South, you don't see the Northerners say something about it. What about Southeast? They don't say something about it, and many more. So it's crazy, man. Nigeria matter got to be. Sometimes we preach love, we preach one Nigeria and all that, but some people don't really want the one Nigeria, and it's not one Nigeria, and it's really, really sickening. Is so biased. I'm surprised. See the wall of the tea park come out. Now wow, they are very, very active at this particular moment. They are active. Anyway, let's hear from others. Thank you very much, my people. Press on the like button. Somebody asked me earlier on, Rachel Sazuwa, thank you very much for you asked me to post a link to join our membership, and you did. Thank you very much. May God bless you. I really do appreciate you. Thank you. All right. I would like to quickly call on Pro Delivery. Pro Delivery, is good to have you on the panel once again, sir. Good evening to you. How are you doing today? Happy Sunday to you.
Yeah, happy Sunday to everyone out there, my panel members and Nigerians that are also watching. I say happy Sunday to everyone. In fact, I'm I'm surprised why Mr. Najawat came back to the UK. I thought you would be there in Nigeria and face the shaggy that is going on.
The shaggy why I don't see never finish. Which another one you say make I face again.
so that you will realize why it is urgent. In fact, it's a matter of emergency to do something beyond just crying out to the public that evil has overshadowed Nigeria. It's a matter of emergency. So if you are there, you are continuously facing the shaggy, you go know say
my brother, I know easy. I spent 2 months for Nigeria. Now that one long go shaggy from beginning to the end. Night view.
Anyways, welcome back. Welcome to safety, as the other panel member said. Welcome back to safety. Now, waiting me, I want to talk this here. What I want to say is that I don't even rely on the criminal enterprise called judiciary. I don't think anything good will come out from them. In fact, doing that is tantamount to saying let a group of monkey watch over a banana plantation. It's just the same thing as that. Now, if the judiciary were to be, if they are to have conscience, what they're supposed to do is this. What they're supposed to, I'm just assuming that they will do the right thing, but I know that they will never do the right thing. What they're supposed to do is this. In the circumstance, it is just like you going to write exam. In that very center where you wrote your exam, there is a massive examination malpractice. What do they do in that circumstance? Is they was cancel all the results of people who serve for exam in that center, prosecute officers who are, involved in that examination malpractice. So the same thing is similar to this election saga. What is appropriate in a circumstance in which the election was, characterized by massive rigging, massive manipulation of results, massive voter suppression? What is appropriate in that circumstance is one, disqualify those who are not even eligible in the first instance to even be a candidate for election. Of course, it's obvious the drug lord is the number one person that is not even eligible. So they should disqualify that person. Number two, all the officers who colluded, who collaborated in committing this fraud, Mahmoud, and all the INEC officers who collaborated in committing this fraud, they should be prosecuted. Not only dismissed, they should be prosecuted and jailed. Then they should call for a rerun. in which all the eligible candidates are to contest for the election. That is what is appropriate under this circumstance. But they are not going to do that. What they are going to do, which I've been predicting, and I've seen the handwriting on the wall, is that under falsehood, they are going to annul the election. Under falsehood. Then the bigger criminal enterprise, the headquarters of criminal enterprise, Supreme Court, they are going to overturn the decision. That is why Tifnubu gave them palliative, gave them bribe under the guise of palliative, because he is banking on the Supreme Court to keep him back in power. And that is why he is also fighting so hard that the purported war that they are planning against Niger, because there is a provision of the Constitution that says that in a time of war, that there can never be an election. I forgot where it is in the Constitution. I saw it some days ago. There's a provision that says that in times of war, there can never be an election. So Tifnubu is banking on that provision of the law. And that is why he's fighting so hard that Nigerians must, go to war, when it is obvious that there is no need to even go to war. And that is why I keep on saying that what is going on right now, and the way Nigerians are shouting, which they've been shouting ab initio, is that these politicians, or I will call them politricians, they have realized that Nigerians are going to be a toothless bulldog because they can never do anything. So therefore, after the obvious results of the tribunal, Nigerians should stage a massive, that has never been experienced before in Nigeria, protest, which will lead to revolution and eventual war. That is my submission. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you. People trying to call in. Yeah, this is the best time for anybody that want to call in right now. Anyway, thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all right there. Thank you, Pro Nigeria. Pro Delivery, for your wonderful submission. I appreciate you. Okay, my people. Before I move on to the next person, I want to ask you guys to press on this like button. Currently, we have 310. Thank you very much. That's good. But at least let's take it to 400. I know some people that listen to me right now will never press on this like button. If you know you never press on that, please, let's take it to 400, please. Thank you. Yes, someone is already doing that now. Press on the like button, my people. God bless you all. And meanwhile, I'm not going to stay long on this broadcast today. I want everybody to know that, a maximum of 3 hours is fine for us. Please understand with us, please, for today. Meanwhile, let me hear from Dr. Ken. Dr. Ken, thank you very much, sir. Thanks for your patience. I'd like you to talk to us.
Thank you very much. Madam Rita, I don't know. Sometimes I just feel say your pain, nothing will feel sovereign. The only thing go sovereign be say if Nigeria can't change. Because
I'm telling you, man.
The pain where you feel so nothing will feel sovereign. No, once you just remember, I think I saw one joke on TikTok. He said you don't need to set alarm to wake you for Nigeria. Once you remember, your problem for Nigeria, say, will just wake you up. Nigeria problem will just wake you up from night. The issue is this, I don't know. I don't just know, actually. This country, I think last, I know so many people they talk about this point, but I wait at the look for the end of the whole day. Last, Nigeria problem will be solved by revolution. I just the pray say, my mind there, the way I just the pray say, the way Tinubu they say want to show hero, want to form a hero for another country like Niger, carry the team for head like say, you don't hear say Ghana president they talk the way Nigeria, maybe you go say because I'm not president or the chairman for the place. I think they do that thing and make one boy, one small military, whether a colonel or not even sergeant, just jump, enter Aso Rock and scatter everywhere. And they just announce for radio as we say they say they don't take over Nigeria military junta. I go just happy where. Honestly, I go just happy pass with it like this because I just dey see the problem, they mount up over and over. Look at the appointee with this guy they make. You know, go no say Nigeria na den of thieves now. You go feel officially see am say na den. I thought we were fantastically, just only fantastically corrupt. But with what I see now, the build up what I see now, Nigeria is just like official. It's like a global den of thieves. Look at the governors. You can tell from their background check. Look, president. Look, ministers. They go join join this crook to execute. You could just faint. The food in your mouth could just feel like say it's sour. Just nothing can come out of these people good. Nothing at all. And for me, my only thing where they make me the feast joy small be say, just like what Peter will be say, once a change when it don't due to happen by default, say this thing, time don't reach and it go to happen. You know, go fee change that change, make it not happen. You see, Africa they don't wise up. It must start from one corner. They don't wise up. And they don't reach for France to take their exit. Then they see and say the thing automatically just they move. The thing just they connect by himself. When they look like this, you go, yeah, buying another country go don't start. Francophone country. They don't remove. After they talk, people they plan. And they tell you, Tinubu wait for them, say they would fear, say he hope. That is why I first change of the military head and all the chiefs begin to change and put it on people waiting for them. You go, yeah, what they call the story of Bitrus. Yes, how did they betray somebody? Then now you go understand. Actually, the whole thing in that country is a mess. It's just a total mess, honestly speaking. The only thing that they look for now, when they call for now, I just want to make the whole Nigeria come up and stage a revolution. If not, this thing where they up for Nigeria, so my brothers and sisters, a big pass even Niger. Because our people waiting for this side, where they say they're white, they don't look, for example, you know that the whole world, some kind of way, all the religious group, they are being controlled from Rome. Anyhow you put it or not, now there, the thing they control from. We are in a poly world. We're in a form where it looks like one person, they control everything. Sit down from one place. It's just only they do things in a way where I say, now you they control. No, they control. Tinubu is being controlled. Buhari was controlled. People, once you are not being controlled, they go fight you. And that is where with the look, say Peter Obi go come, because he's a man who say get strong will. When he be say he gets strong will, very, very strong. So that we go there liberated. May they allow, I expect at this point, to be very frank, and make I tell you now, I expect at this point, the least when Nigeria go do be say, they go say they're not interested in going fight inside Niger. Not because they're not going to fight, but because this is a war we be say we supposed to happy for inside. Now the same France, now they sabotage all the effort where West Africa, the ECOWAS, they try to do to make themselves rise up. Look at the unity, the common currency we say we want to use before. Now who sabotage them? Not be the same France. Look at every kind of government, anything that is geared, anything we say you push towards say make West Africa get better. Now the same France, now they go punch them. Now they just punch a hole for there, make the thing not survive. Now you don't see and say nature, you don't see and say karma, you don't see and say everything that is natural. Don't they fight against them? What did they do? Now to support the effort or to just remain mute. Make them go fight their own war for there. And this war where they say they want to fight, say go come finish. I don't know what that thing, but when they grow up, they read news. Make it say war, no they finish. If you know what they call Cold War, if you don't know say war, no they finish. Because number one, Ghana and the other West African countries, they go join, they feel happily join troop, but they go fight. You know what? They're not go they directly affected in the post-war era. Nigeria go there very, very I don't know. They go there very, very affected because Niger and Nigeria, they are having the same common border. After this whole thing, it's urgent. I don't know, because Look at what I even they look for news since yesterday and today. Say the Nigerian people, the military junta, they don't decide to get these people from civilian defense force, how they call them. So they are ready to get people enlisted into the arm. They want to get them into this place to make sure that they train them, give them small training, and then also put arm for their hands. Now, poverty in the country, no job. What did you say go happen? They know say Nigeria rich. Oh yeah, we join bandits. Now, most, I'm not saying every Muslim na terrorists or na police, they do this kind of a thing, but they are, most of them, you know, they like that kind of, some of them. And it's easy. Government, you don't get your own personal arm. Now just to come join. Where you go, they kidnap, you go, they make plenty money. So after the war don't finish, they go begin to have what they call cross-border attack. You not gonna know what they do. Because at that time, you don't get bad blood between Nigeria and Nigeria. What happened to Liberia and Ivory Coast and even Guinea? Because the Charles Taylor with them get loggerhead. Samuel Doe and these two countries, they had problem too. So when the rebel were coming, Charles Taylor rebel and the other group were coming, they just easily passed. They had their training inside Ivory Coast. They had their camp inside Guinea. Now there they launched the launching where they enter 1990 to come enter Liberia. Until today, see the damage, we never recover. Liberia never recover from the aftermath of the war. What would they talk like this? Then they see example from what did happen for Ukraine. Say this war, you know they finished. People say the way Putin just did like that. Now almighty, so he could just crush Ukraine for just about 1 week or maybe maximum 1 month. The whole thing not finish. Then they will come rebuild the whole Ukraine like that. Now so they easy. The war still they on. Now we go affect the destruction. I know they go promise after that, they'll come the promise they want to do donation for Nigeria to rebuild this part, to do this one, to do that one. Those one, how many of them? We are US ready for that, they are growing into recession. It isn't a time for them to come contribute and donate like before. This is not the way things supposed to be. The problem of this country, they very plenty. My own mind is just that when I want to clear my mind, I just look at TV and watch movie and just think of something else, because each time I think about home, say make I think about Nigeria, I just think of this one you call. They say no, my internet not good though. My current, I don't get current is 2 days now. We just they try to the other thing, nothing they work and people they die like that. This is not the way things supposed to be. This guy called Tinubu is only doing this for his own interest. But lastly, before I leave this phone, you see, the judiciary, they're not there under any pressure. They're not there under any pressure more than the civilian, more than the masses. They're not there under any pressure. The only people not there under pressure, where they look for, now it be just the gang, those gangsters, where they for that Aso Rock. They know that they never win anything. They never won anything. My only thing is that the judiciary don't hear the message loud and clear. All eyes are on you. Do the right thing. Now the only thing they tell them. Do the right thing. When this thing break loose, even UN peacekeepers, the largest peacekeeping force where they go ever imagine, they go draw for ground, say plan to go do peacekeeping for Nigeria. They no go imagine them right now. You know what they talk? Angry and hungry people displaced in their 100 of million. Do you know what you are talking to? Over 200 million of people. Where they want to enter? Now West Africa feel contain them. People say big by population past the whole of West Africa. Where they want to enter? People go fear they go even overrun them, take their government for them. Do you know what they talk? Like better, we are just only 4.5 million. They make only that, and we already have plenty Nigerians for there already. More than 300,000 or 500,000 Nigerians there for that country. They are even no name as citizens because they don't nationalize. So you count them among the 4.5 million who we get when we do census. They count me. So in that case, my brother, if things no go, I don't know whether they think or they say what they think. That is just the whole thing what they think about. When this thing begin to happen, people go begin to pray, say why this thing ever happen. You know, go stop. The reason why Nigeria civil problem no go solve, they say now they know say we don't get resources. Not only that, these foreigners also know the spot where these natural resources they know them. Who they sponsor Boko Haram so that people don't go into that place? Maybe they collect those Zamfara gold. They do them. Those are things. We know all these things. In Liberia, when the war starts, when they begin to supply arms, say, make them go fight, make them go fight. Those are the tell FS. The first thing when they tell them, say, capture Foya. If you don't know about Liberia, there's a district called Foya District. It's just like states. We use district there. There's a Foya District. Foya District is infested with diamond. So these people say, okay, we will supply you arm free, this rebel. Enter. Make sure you capture this northern part first, Foya District. As they capture that place, they begin to mine this gold, this diamond, and natural resources. And they're not going to allow medicine finish because they are still getting more and more of those resources there. They know say we get resources many places. They cannot enter when there is an organized government. When organized government, they forget, they're not going to enter at all. So if Wahara enter war, like I tell one of my friends, I say I get my own definition for WARO, waive all rights. Nobody right during war. Anything you do, where you go fit do now be that. No right, no police, no law and order, nothing. They go enter and make sure that this war go on for years to come. The mineral resources for that for years to come. Now I be waiting they look for. And my prayer be say, make our leader just make something happen. If somebody needs to even buy, make this country good, make God do it very fast. And my prayer, make it do it very fast. And I pray say in the next upcoming days, before anything, something will happen. If God not allow that revolution to happen, I be say get a special thing when we don't design for things to change. And they wait for article to come from the US, from the California issue, because that thing when they cover there. So me, I know say plenty things did I make they say make they not release them. I know because he know what he put there when he go that place. He know say what he submit. If now what they clear. When you go justify them, or even no go even add anything to article case, he go say, may they go do them, may they go take. But for to the block them, spend money, send lawyer, transport, go US, go fight for case, go do like this. Something when they open that thing, maybe when I go surprise, say, you go see, say, for the nationality side, in right, say, in a Guinea person. Now there the whole place go catch smoke. See, what they change when time for something don't reach, you know go feel stop them. You go surprise it, they go concept for that place. They say he not be even Nigerian. He put on there, bam. Then you go now when I go say, oh, then you consider different thing. It is time for a change to take place. I will hold my hope peace yet for a while. I will come back on the platform again to come talk. Thank you very much, Oga Niger Watch.
Wow, Dr. Ken, you finished work with your submission today. Trust me. Wow, that's a deep analysis. And that is, for me, I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. All these guys are trying to do. Yes, I also agree with you. Yes, the foreigners, they know where our natural resources, they know every point where they for our country. You know, this war with Tinubu one cause so the thing will escalate to the extent, say, if it will probably last for a very, very long time. It will destroy so many things for Nigeria. Lives were lost. Waiting one cause so. All because of greed. All because of greed. You check the comment of Mr. Joseph Oji that I put on the screen. Tinubu just want war so he can suspend all court cases in the country after declaring emergency. That is what I call greed. If I can't be president, let the country destroy. For them to remove me, let the country destroy. That is what I'm seeing right now from his body language. Very sad. Yes, if anybody want to call in now, this is the best time to call in. Fortunately, a lot of people calling in. The time you were calling in, I can't pick your call because someone is talking. You know, this is the best time to call in. Thank you. Thank you, Madam Joy, for calling in. Good evening to you, Madam. Please talk to us.
Hello.
Hello, Madam. Good evening to you.
Hello, everyone. Hello, well-meaning Nigerians, obedient nation, Niger Watch family, citizens, journalists, intellectuals, everyone. I greet everyone.
Thank you, Madam.
I'm honored to be in the midst of well-meaning people. You know, when you call the name Nigeria, it's not kind of it now makes me, I have this eerie feeling about calling the name Nigeria. Before this amalgamation, what I heard is one CC and a boyfriend just pulled a group of people that have name, people that have value, people that have inheritance, people that have their culture. Just one boy and one girl flew from wherever they came from and just put a name. And that is how we found ourselves here. And one thing they said is, Mr. Niger Watch, please, I greet you. Welcome back. I'm not saying welcome. It's because of evil of the people that have made our people run away, move all over the world. And now you call UK your home. It is the people are doing you good. So we accept and we welcome you back to where you find comfort.
Thank you.
Until we get ourselves back, become who we were before all this shenanigans and wickedness started. So back to where I was saying, this Sisi and the boyfriend came and joined a people with their different values and culture together. And one clause they left was that by it started 1914. They say after 100 years, if this is not working, you guys can go your way. There was Nina said something. He said that Nigeria is in a state of, I think that's why they are saying that Nigeria is in a state of interregnum. I can't pronounce that word well. But when I looked at this dictionary, it said it's government suspended. That means and also the Quagmire military junta constitution that I suppose it expired when the army regime left power, which was specifically 1999. Let's take 1999. So there is no constitution. And I also bring the word I still hold on to today. CJN Chief Justice Arewala said, if the judiciary fails, which he failed the day he inaugurated an unconstitutional man and put whatever he put on him, whether he said he is the government or president. If the judiciary fails, there will certainly be no country called Nigeria. Now that brings me to the question. And also I bring another, these are bullet points that keep ringing in my head. The highest office of the land is the office of the citizen. Then we, the people, we voted a man we trusted, a man with character, a man that has shown himself, has proven himself. So Nigerians are not fools. So we had the people, let me go back to the word, the people are not fools. They knew what they needed. They voted the man and they stole it. They ran away with it. Now, looking at the amalgamation, which expired in, I think, 2000 and somebody correct me, 2014, and the quagmire that expired in that, the question is, what are we even doing here right now? Looking at judiciary doesn't exist as far as all these things are concerned. So where are we? I want us to begin to ask ourselves this question. This country doesn't exist because this man that is here and all the people, it's just shocking. It's shocking to see that there is a boldness of criminality. It is just a group of people, a group of criminals that gathered, and they were eating the money, and we all are looking at them. We are looking at them. These are the Ribadu that is now in the cabinet was the one in 2000. This is all the way. Since 2006, he announced the 5 axes of evil, including the 1999 group. So these are clear. It is very obvious that what we have is clear criminals. But nothing is holding us as a people from moving away. So who is really holding this string? I'm asking. Now, if they want to, who is able, where does a Mahmoud come into this? Because there is no country. There is no country. So we should start thinking in another direction. Because look at this judiciary. They're supposed to call whatever they put together this thing. A very clear evidence. Mr. Peter Obi won overwhelmingly. There is a crime stinking all over the place. Criminality stinking all over the place. When I ask these elders, what are they even? Do we even have? Where are these people? So I think it is high time we begin to really call a spade, because right now, judiciary is. I think they have disappeared. They were supposed to call results since last week or last 2 weeks. So why are we waiting? What are we really waiting for? I think all I have is just questions. All I have is question. There is no country. We just have we have allowed criminals to just surround us, and we are here looking helpless because there is no country. Where are you taking your people to? Oba of Benin, where are you taking your people to? Where all the people that they told us story that existed, kingdoms that existed. There is no country. Everybody save your people. Come up with ideas. Mr. Nigel, thank you so much. Thank you. I think I rested there.
Thank you, madam.
God bless everybody. I'm just, trying to think out aloud.
Thank you. God bless you, Mother Joy. Thank you. Yeah. I'd like to pick another call quickly.
Mr. Nigel,
yes, ma'am.
Sorry, I think we should respond to what she was saying. I would like to say a few words.
Yes. Go ahead.
Can I go ahead? Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, she was talking about, our traditional rulers and all that. I don't know if the madam who called, I'm sorry, I can't remember her name now.
That's Madam Origin, yeah.
Yes, Madam Origin, yes, Madam Origin. I don't know if you understand, and I think you understand that, the traditional institution is under the Constitution of Nigeria. So these questions that you're asking, it seems kind of vague, with all due respect, because, what do you want the traditional rulers to do? Whatever it is they're doing within the purview of their jurisdiction, they're trying to bring the people together. That's how far they can go. There's a Nigerian constitution. I hope you're aware of that. That's kind of supersedes the traditional institution across the nation. So if you are,
and
it
I
is unfair.
We
And you talked about it yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah, I remember, Mr. Naija, what you said so. So it would be unfair right now for us to be mentioning our traditional institutions. Whatever it is they can do to broker peace, they're doing their best. That's what I think. You understand? So it is unfair. Right now, we're just focusing on the judiciary. Right now, there's no Nigeria, but everybody's holding on to a very thin thread right now, because the thin thread is waiting on the judgment from the Supreme Court. That's the thin thread. And then after that, then we'll start talking. But right now, because of Peter Obi, we are just being patient and we're waiting. These questions you're asking is like jumping the gun. That's what I think. That's my opinion, with all due respect. Thank you.
Thank you very much. To be honest, I addressed this yesterday. Thank God that you were here, Madam Rita, that our traditional rulers are under the Constitution of Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria. So I don't know what they can really do, because the people that is putting us in this situation that we find ourselves right now is starting from the number 1 seat. So if our traditional rulers is not talking or addressing it, I don't think I can really blame them that much. But I don't also want them to talk against us. I said it before. Don't talk against our stand, what we are doing. If you don't want to talk in our favor, I don't have any problem with that. Because after all, they don't have the power. They don't have the power. I addressed this yesterday. Our traditional rulers don't have the power. Some people will not agree. They don't. State governors have power more than the traditional ruler in that particular state constitutionally. So we are talking about federal right here. So they don't have the power. For me, if they are not saying anything, I don't have issue, but they shouldn't talk against our stand as well. That's my stand. Thank you very much. I'd like to pick more calls, more people calling in. Love of God is my strength. Thank you very much, madam. Please talk to us. Love of God is my strength. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello, madam. Yeah, good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, what I really want to say is, this is the only time that we have for Nigeria to change. This is the only time that we can stand now. There's this song that's coming to my mind that we normally sing. No going back, oh, no going back. No going back, oh, no going back. If you see judiciary, tell them, say, we no go agree again, no going back. We are not going back again. This is the only time we have. No matter what these people we do, we are standing that Nigeria must change. We are not looking at anything that happened before. We don't want to go into history, what has happened. Those days are gone. What we are looking at, this is our own time. We have to be part of history for Nigeria to change. If we are going back to dig and dig and dig, it's going to be every burden on us. We don't want more burden. We want to carry little load enough so that this is the time that we can say, no, there's no more allowing anybody to treat us as if we don't have our own rights, as if we are not part of Nigeria, as if we are foreigner in our land, as if we have no right to the resources of that country. No, as a citizen of Nigeria, by birth, you have right to everything in that country. Some people have taken everything and they are all using it as if it belongs to them. My own is, this is the time. We are not going to take no. Judiciary, hey, know what you are coming out to say. People are waiting. Today, you went to Abuja to arrest people who are who went out for rally. They did not go to protest. You arrest them and took them away. They did not do nothing. You have not seen anything, no. Judiciary, my own is that do the right thing. Otherwise, what's going to happen in Nigeria this time around? Judiciary should say the right thing. They should say the right thing. Otherwise, even me, I will go. I'm not joking. I'm ready. I will go to Nigeria. We are taking our country back. This year, it will not pass. This year, we will not say, okay, let us wait. Now somebody will come and tell us that, oh, cool down, everybody. Nigeria, we have to save Nigeria. Nigeria, we have to survive. Nigeria, we have to be one. No, Nigeria cannot be one. When some set of people are living like kings and queens, and some people are living below their beds, they cannot eat, they cannot put food on the pot, they cannot transport, they are doing marathon race every day. No, Nigeria cannot be one. When some people are living in the palace on a good share, Nigeria cannot be one. When everybody, our bad kings, they can go to everywhere and dig ground and take resources. No, Nigeria cannot be one. When some people are coming to people's land and they are having oil well, and those people that live in that region, they cannot have oil well. Nigeria cannot have peace. Is this time? Now is now. There's no time again. This is forward ever. No stop. We are taking it back. No going back. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, madam. Wow. I can see that's deep. The situation is it's terrible, man. I don't really know what to say because it looks like everybody is just hypocrite in the country, to be honest. I don't know what to say. Hello, good evening to you. Thank you very much for calling in. Where are you calling from? Please off your TV, sir. Anybody that call in, off your TV. I can't continue to correct people on this. If you call into a live broadcast, you off where you are watching us from.
Hello, I'm calling from Atlanta.
Thank you very much, madam. Good evening to you. Your name,
Good evening,
please.
sir. Yeah, my name is Agnes.
Please talk to us. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm really excited because I've been watching you guys and I've been looking for how I can connect. And you guys are really doing great things in this forum. And I'm really thankful to God. But I just want to share what last night I woke up because I was listening to you guys and I slept off. When I woke up this morning and I had a verse of the scripture in Zechariah chapter 4. So I said, what is about this chapter? So I went and I started reading. I read down. And all that it says is that it's not by power, not by might, but by my spirit. Or the whole situation in Nigeria is not by anyone's power, because we see that they have really strategized every way, take over everywhere. But I just want to encourage everyone that we should not lose hope, because God is on the throne. It's not going to be by our power, but God is going to dethrone this man. God is going to take over this battle. It's like God is sleeping. I know I belong to a group of people that are praying. In fact, in 5 o'clock now, we are starting prayer for Nigeria and West Africa, because that is what God has called us to do. And we cannot count prayer out from all this. No matter what we are doing, prayer should go along with it. All the women, we have to cry unto God. The Lord has to give us our nation back. And there's no power. We see that they have bought everywhere and everyone, but nobody has bought God, and nobody can buy God with any money. So it's only God that will intervene in this situation. And I'm seeing God intervening in this situation, whether the devil like it or not. No matter, even if the whole world is joining force with them, we are getting back our nation. We are taking back our nation, because there are people that knows the truth and stand for the truth, and God is with those one that are standing for the truth. And our mandate, the Lord is going to give us back our mandate, not by our power, but by the Spirit of God. So I will encourage all the women here, anybody that can fast and pray, anybody that keep on praying. Somebody was saying the other day when I was listening that we have been praying, no more prayer. No, whatever we want to do, we have to back everything up with prayer, because if you don't back up with prayer, we'll be fighting empty battle. And who is going to defend us? So with our prayer and with all what we are doing, God is working things out. The Lord is going to give us our land back. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, madam. God bless you. Thank you. To me, I'm just upset. I'm not happy, because the whole situation sometimes is so frustrating, man. Ah, God, it's so frustrating. If you guys want to call in, this is the best time, because I'm going to go back to the panel again now. When somebody finish talking,
I think come on before the people call.
Yeah, go ahead, sir. Talk to us.
Yeah, I beg. I know say good make we pray. But why you the prayer make we also the add action. The reason why Nigeria did the way it did, because we only they make things, they give the spirit. Spirit get it work. We will get our work. For Bible, God even tells Joshua, say, I have given you the land already. Go and fight and take it. Now what do you tell them? Not be spirit, now go take them from them. Not because people not just they die for the land of Canaan. As they were inside, everybody don't die for ground. No. It go tell you, say, I don't give you. When you see people that they motivated now to come and begin to show their concern, now the spirit they move them. When you see people they talk about revolution, now the spirit they move them. God, now 2 ways now God they glorify. Make I just tell you that thing. 2 ways. God go feed they glorify by destruction, and another one by salvation. There is a way God will perform salvation. Yeah, now people go say God great. Oh, there is a way God will destroy people like the way he destroy the Egyptian. The people of Israel, they can't sing to the glory of God, say God great. Now the way God did. So we could not just put God from one place. If like say, look the Arab country, Spain, what you see today, so look at it. You know the way they can't fight you, they fight before. Look all of their map, their what you call their flag. Do you know the kind of fight? Do you know, say, in the early centuries, all that country was occupied by Muslims? I don't want to bring the religious thing here, but if you know, say, they fight, yet they are religious country, Christian, they are serving God. Look at the United States. Who know God? Not be there be our refuge. Wants to be Christian, the persecution, not where they run to. Waiting be there, they fight the British people. You know, say they come out. I don't want to stress more things, but the thing be say, make we ready after judiciary. After judiciary, don't talk. Rerun. You know, anytime I listen to one, I don't know where that thing comes from PDP or one thing, when they go to talk, it's in dialect. Maybe somebody go remember for the platform, go say, no rerun. When you talk, no rerun. So I don't know what I mean. The same thing as no rerun, or I think it was during the campaign, during the APC time, where they talk, they go speak in Yoruba, say no rerun. So that is what we are. There is no reason to rerun with who? The person will not qualify. The person will not qualify. Now want to rerun with the person will no say leg not touch ground. Will not get 25. You not get. I beg. Look, we don't want to make this thing. Make we just the way you go take purge. In those days, you go take purge and you go run all the good and bad thing for your stomach. Everything come aside. You start to put new food for your belly. Now the way Nigeria did many things don't corrupt, which grand that I don't know whether we need to go look for the spirit of Rawlings, make it enter that country, make all these people. They are very few. Now few people they fight also. Make we fight them, bring them down. That country. Once Peter will be enter that place, with the way they craft Nigeria constitution, they make Nigerian president, that presidency, the executive arm, that one, it be like saying monarch. The power they put, just take time to look the constitution. You go see what they ascribe to them, what they give them. They cut this one, give them, cut this one, president go do this one. Without the everything, I say, this person is strong past any other president in their own quarter. Yes, if Obi enter with the way things dey like this, the way the constitution dey, you go surprise. Everything will change. It not go take more time than we think. It will change. All these people they parade themselves up and down. We business so they inside J, they cool there or fold their legs. People they bring food, can't get them to eat beans. We're not done. People like Wike. See how they celebrate. Would they celebrate evil men and they celebrate people who are the enemies of the country? Would they give them horse to ride? Why they walk with our foot for ground? Is this not a curse? Look, this country needs overhauling. This country needs military spirits to enter everybody. What do they talk? People go protest, say they arrest them. How many of them? Make them come out in their number. Only 2 million enter Abuja. You go know whether who want to arrest them. The person could just see the crowd. When you see the crowd alone, you go begin run. Not be say the whole gun. You go just see them, you go begin run. Because when you see crowd, they come without number. Like, see, they are coming like that towards the mansion or towards the executive palace there in Aso Rock. Everybody go run, come aside. If Nigeria never start, they never ready, the whole of Lagos and the whole of Abuja, make everybody drive their car, enter road, park their lorry car, leave the car, waka come out, the whole road block. Make we see where people go to mobilize, carry their armor, take pass, come fight, come shoot people. Make them see how people look. This country never look. I know you think they reach somewhere. The thing is climbing somewhere gradually. Just they allow the thing. The hotter the soup, now the more they quick say one done now. The thing they go small. Would they wait for people day? Where they say their head not correct. They wait for the judiciary announcement. Make they yes say they can't make fun. Now you go yes say one person go start one thing. As he start time, you go see and say don't duplicate itself. For the next side, you don't duplicate. Before you go know it, people they say they go side. Do you say the medicine they feel the pain? They not get family. They not get family where they feel the pain. Military boys. Most of our military boys, they be young people, make I tell you. Some of us know that we get friends. They be young guys where they do for this military. You think that they not they see what they happen, they not get internet phone. They see they don't appoint Wiki. Some other go say, "Child, this Wiki again now. Wow." Wiki would be say they know what they see say this other person where they put for them. They know everything they happen. So the day when they wait say they don't want to start mutiny now heavy crime for their side. So they wait. The day they go here say smoke don't they come outside. Now they go become the fire under the smoke. And they go become this thing they come now small as it go come those who say they don't buy private jets they go surprise. People know where everybody exit point today. Oga Niger. Everybody, they know where their exit. Who not know what you know? Your wife not know what you know. You think now you know what you know. Somebody know what you think now you know, and that person I go fit betray you. That person I go. People know where you did. If you did London, they know where your house did. If you did Canada, they know where you did. Yeah. If you buy somebody, then they carry go find this call to make you know that one. Once you be citizen here, you buy somebody here. They want to know why you buy them. And if you did wrong, they will put you for jail. Now some years, maybe 4 years, 3 years, you don't come outside. You don't come live your normal life. But that person, he don't stop to kill, to destroy destiny from onward. So maybe they do what they do. People they angry. Never ever play with a convinced man that is so angry about you. Wrong. Anybody who is a convinced man and is so angry at you is deadly, can do any kind of thing. Because he see you is convinced, saying now you be the stopper of his destiny. Yes. Will they come? Will they wait for them? If you can't come, we'll go send what they go do what you want to do for them already. Okay, Niger. Sorry, I beg you. Sometimes the thing they make us they provoke.
Thank you, son. Thank you. I understand how you're feeling. Let me pick some calls because a lot of people are calling in at the same time. Please, guys, press on the like button. Help us to share. Press on the like button. Help us to share. Hello, good evening to you. Your name and where you calling us from?
Hello.
Hello, sir. Yeah, good evening to you. Where you calling us from?
Good evening. I'm calling from Benin.
Wonderful. Your name, sir?
Emmanuel Simon.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Emmanuel. Go ahead, talk to us.
So, I want to just say something about the issue of Tinubu. I know before Goodluck left power, there's issue that even myself and my close friend, a Yoruba guy, that we have, because I told him that there is no need of supporting Buhari. The Buhari government, even if suppose Buhari was a good person that supposed to lead a good government, that he would have done something better when he was a military president, ministry head of state. That's if he say want to support Buhari, Buhari is going to make Nigeria go back to worse than Goodluck. That guy argued with me.
Your network, sir.
Buhari will make corruption to leave Nigeria and all that. Though the real Buhari died anyway, but to say the fact, the real Buhari did not have anything.
Your network is breaking.
To make that improve. Yeah, that
okay.
is the problem. Even for me to come online before, it was a difficult thing.
Yeah, I understand. The network is still part of the things that we're talking about. Everything is not working in Nigeria. Fortunately, see somebody that is trying to say something that his network is not even allowing him, to say something and all that. So it's very, very pathetic. Thank you very much, my people. Let me pick another call quickly. Thank you very much, Mother Christy. Thanks for calling in. Please talk to us. Can you hear me, madam?
Hello. Yes.
Good evening to you, madam. Please talk to us. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon.
Off your system, madam. Off where you are watching me from. Off it.
Okay, I've done that.
Go ahead.
Okay, well done. I appreciate. God will continue to strengthen you, strengthen panelists and everybody.
Amen.
God
Thank you.
is there for us. Yes. So, maybe I don't know what what I need to say, but I just got tuned on the TV and I said I should say something concerning what is on ground now.
Okay, go ahead.
Concerning the 1 million march. They say it's not a protest. They say it's whatever. My take on it is just the fact that whatever has happened, we should not lose hope. Whatever has happened, we should not, that shouldn't allow us to begin to think negative. The people we are dealing with, the guy and occupying that seat, he's not an ordinary person, in the sense that it takes, when a thief wants to get something, he has already known, he has sat down to strategize and know the weak point and the strength of whatever he wants to do. And that's what is capitalizing on Nigerians' weak point that he thought is still there. But he has refused to accept the fact that Nigerians of today are not the Nigerians of yesterday he knew. So we shouldn't give up. We should not give up. We should continue. At this stage we are, we are just going to move out and do what we need to do. A lot of plans are going on, even at the diaspora. A lot of things are going on. People are coming out to say, in fact, to summarize it, we are waiting for the judiciary. Whether they pull down billboard or they arrest whoever they want to stop the man, it doesn't stop anything. It's not stopping anything. This guy, it's not stopping. APC will not continue. Tinubu will not continue. That will not stop anything. I want to say that we are going to get our mandate. Judiciary will not have peace. And rerun, they talk about rerun. Rerun with who? Let's get this clear. Rerun with a man that is not qualified from the onset. So these are the areas we should be exposing and making everything hit at them so that they don't become comfortable where they are. He's not qualified according to the Constitution. Based on the Constitution, Tinubu is not qualified in any way. All he presented are fake. He snatched the ballot, he snatched the ticket, and he thinks he is going to be comfortable on that seat. No. He doesn't know that the Western powers are deceiving him. Yeah, he may be thinking Western powers are going to support him, but in the long run, the Western powers are also scared of the people. Once the people mobilize, once we come out en masse, Western power will have no choice because they understand this. They understand it. They understand power belongs to the people. It's because they haven't seen the other side of the people, Nigerian people. That's why it's like they're supporting, it's a lie. They're not supporting Tinubu in any way. They too, they are looking for something. They've seen him as a cheap chicken. Yes, they've seen him as somebody they can use. But when it comes to when the chips are down, when we come out, haven't heard whatever the judiciary wants to say. If we hear the negative, then you will know who. That's when everybody will see that Western powers are not in support of Tinubu. They know power lies with the people. And I want to also say that by the grace of God, yes, people say pray. We are praying. But at the same time, this God is the Bible says he's a man of war. God did not say we should pray and fold our hands. For example, if one is jobless and you prayed inside your house to get a job, are you going to sit at home for the job to come looking for you? You have to go out and distribute your resume. You have prayed, yes. It's expected that you now move up. So that's what we're going to do. So people who come out to say we should pray, we've been praying, we are still praying, but we still need to move out. Yes, we are taking care of the spiritual realm, knowing the fact that even Tinubu is evil, He and his cohorts, they are taking care of their own spiritual power. But all powers belong to God. Powers belong to the Lord Jesus Christ. So whatever he does, whatever he thinks he will do, as we are praying and moving out, victory shall be ours. The Lord God Almighty will give us victory as long as we are doing it. Victory will come to us if we allow this man to continue. Yes, it's not by magic. God is not a magician. We call him into the sea. He now gives us, we get the grace, we move out and now protest. I'm not saying Nigeria, yeah, that's the point. Everybody is waiting for that. Everybody is waiting and they will see it en masse. So this is no longer advice. This is what we are waiting to do. If, on the other hand, these judiciaries or whatever they call themselves, well, it will be too bad. I will feel sorry for it to be too bad. So, Mr. Niger Watch, Mr. Elvis, please don't give up. You've taken us too far in this matter. If not for you, really, I wasn't really interested. If not for you, God sees my heart. You have brought that thing in me to get interested in Nigerian politics and to now follow up. So I thank God for providing the platform for me to follow up, to know what's happening in Nigeria. Else, I wasn't bothered.
Thank you.
But
thank you, madam.
I got this. I saw this platform a long time, and I started following up.
Thank you.
And I said, wow, this is very educative, exposing me to what's happening in Nigeria. There are other platforms I'm not ready. If I tune in, they don't catch my spirit. So God will bless you. In fact, you will see your effort will not be in vain.
Amen.
In the mighty name of Jesus. No, it will not go in vain. Everybody is saying it worldwide. I am not in Nigeria. But I'm seeing, I am hooked to every morning. I try to, follow up through this platform, and I introduce it to a lot of people. So God will continue to bless you, sir. Let's don't give up. This is the time we should call for more grace to ginger our spirit and face it. Thank you very much.
God bless you, madam. Thank you very much for your kind words. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Mr. Chris, thanks for calling in. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us.
Good evening, Mr. Nanjawaj. Good evening, everybody in the panel.
My name
is I'm calling from the. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir. Go ahead.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, Mr. Nanjawaj. Once again. Good evening, everybody in the panel. Thank you for picking my call. I'm very grateful for that. Just want to try and make this short. You see, the activities of the northern oligarchs, the imams, the emirs, the Abdul Salamis, and all of them is a constant reminder of the forces that are actually against the emergence of His Excellency Peter Obi to become the president of Nigeria, because their style of leadership is a style where they keep some people perpetually poor, downtrodden, uneducated, and the few that is remaining, they just lord over the other people. So that is exactly why they would want somebody like Peter Obi, who is coming to liberate everybody from mounting the throne of leadership. Is it not surprising that with all the atrocities that have been going on in this country, every sectional war, every tribal war, this set of people, they've not been involved the way they are involved in ensuring that nothing happens in Niger Republic, because they see the people in Niger more than as their brother, more than the people in the rest part of the country. You can imagine everything going on in the southeast, everywhere in the country. These people, they've kept quiet. They refuse to say anything, but yet they preach one Nigeria. They believe the kind of one Nigeria they believe in is the one Nigeria that works for only a section of the country. And this is what a lot of people have been saying. This is where I would like to quote Tony Africa, although his mentors might be crude. But then he has been making this sense. Just imagine everything going on in this country. These people, the only thing they can do, the best they can do is to negotiate with terrorists, is to find a soft landing ground for terrorists. But they would never think about the other Nigerians that are being affected by the activities of this group. But now it's Niger Republic. Everybody is running up and down, running heter-skelter, whereas we have a stolen mandate. We have an election that was conducted that was below par by any standard. Even by the standards of the devil, that election was still below par. These people, they all kept quiet. The educated, the white-bearded professor that was audacious enough to call the supporters of Peter Obi fascist. And yet he's keeping quiet and see everything that's going on. They can't see anything. But now something that's directly affecting them, nobody is prompting them. They are all doing what they were supposed to do, exactly the same thing they did when the issue of the Fulani terrorists came back. They go to the bushes and take pictures with these people. They want amicable resolution. But if it comes to the Southeast, they leave everything for Peter Obi. They call the politicians in the Southeast. They want to tie these people to Peter Obi. They want him to bring these people to order. But if it comes to issues in the North, they make it a national problem. This is what I've been saying. And it staggers my imagination to see some people from the Southeast also towing this line. Is that reasonable? How come? Why can't we make the problem in the Southeast a national problem, like the way we make the problem in every other part of the country? You can imagine the problem in Niger Republic. We are taking it as a national problem. All the big names, they are all running to Niger Republic. How many of them came to the Southeast when there was problem there? So the point is this. The people that are doing these things, these are the people that are actually against the emergence of His Excellency Peter Gregory. And no matter what they do, this man has been divinely placed in that position to separate Nigerians from the shackles of poverty, from the shackles of bad governance. Nobody can stop him. All the indices are there. He's going to reclaim this man, even if he stands alone. He's going to reclaim this mandate. But thank God, we have a lot of Nigerians, well-meaning Nigerians, everybody standing by him. And I'm very sure when the dust settles, we will all look back and laugh. And we'll remember the heroes of this fight. And when the reckoning is being done, when names are being mentioned, I'm very sure, Mr. Nigeria, your name will be mentioned. Your name will be mentioned, and you will forever be remembered for keeping this hope alive. Your station is not just only for enlightenment. Your station is antidepressant. Anytime somebody is depressed, all you need to do is just to wait till your program picks up. And after listening, you pick up the pieces again and continue from there. I just want to say thank you very much for all you do. May God continue to bless you and everybody in the panel. Together, we must succeed. Thank you very much for the opportunity to contribute. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for your kind words. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, Gingerbread Man, thank you very much. Okay, lost you there. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, Gingerbread Man, can you hear me?
Oh, Mr. Nigeria.
Yeah, good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us. Thank you.
Good evening. I greet you. God bless you. Happy Sunday.
We can't hear you anymore. Your network, sir. Gingerbread Man, you're not talking. You are on hold. You put me on hold. I'm sorry. I have to pick someone else's call. I'm sorry. Hello. Thank you very much, sir, for calling in. Good evening to you. Please talk to us, sir.
Hello. Good evening, Mr. Nigeria Watch and the entire panel. I greet you all. Honestly, I am hot the way you are hot, but I just have a few things to say. First and foremost, I will start with the panel, the justices. And I want you to know that you should not give hope. They may surprise us. They may surprise us. I use the word may. Now, the Niger something, if we look at it properly, we see that this is the handwork of God. He's exposing more things. P2B is not an ordinary person. God is fighting for him. Whether we agree or not, God is fighting for him. The Agbado that is the president today, do you know whether he's a human being or whether he's the devil himself? We don't know whether he's a man or woman. We don't know anything about his past. Who is Agbado? So if you see what is going on here, there's a lot of spiritual undertone to it. Then I want to add one thing. The lady was talking about the Obas there. And it's like people were trying to kick against what she was saying. But I have this to say on that. The Obas have been played down so much by most of these governments. There is no constitution in Nigeria, Mr. Niger Watch. Agbado himself, is he there on constitutionally? No, we don't have constitution. That Ahmed said it clearly that the day Agbado is sworn in, the constitution is dead. So the others are not under any constitution now, for God's sake. And I'm telling you, if the judiciary fails, these people have the right to call all the people from the south, east, south, and as many as are aggrieved to say, yeah, this is what we want to do, and we go with them. That is the much I want to say. But please, I am believing that the judiciary may still, pull a surprise. Because we are looking at it, under what ground would they want to give Agbado this very verdict? No. He has nothing inside what happened in that court. They have nothing at all practically. So there's nobody who will come out here to claim that Agbado want anything, not to talk of any rerun. All they need to do, they are afraid of him, but you will be surprised. They may get to a place where they get to. They will announce that thing and probably run away to somewhere. We are watching. Like that watch, please don't get offended. God is with us. Those who will, when the fight, if it becomes fight, when the fight will start, you will watch and see. It's like when I told you that people were saying Northerners are not. How many Northerners have come to your panel in recent times? Just watch and see. Something is about to happen. Nigeria, this time is a historic time. Nobody can change it. God is working. Whether we like it or not, the devil cannot win this battle. Witches and wizards cannot win this battle. Agbado cannot win this battle. That's what I will tell you. May God bless you. And keep your head up straight. There's nothing is missing. God bless all of you.
God bless you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, Gingerbread Man, you're calling back again. Please talk to us.
I greet you. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, I have one recommendation. Well done. God bless you. I thank everybody. I greet all the panelists. All protocol duly observed. The recommendation I get right now is a very, very rugged recommendation. If you want Nigeria want the judiciary to render the judgment within the next 48 hours, make them find Mahmoud Yakubu and Fetu Sokoye, use them as an example, give them brutality execution. Once you start that, judiciary will release judgment immediately. That is my recommendation.
All right.
That the whole other people will understand what is about to come to Nigeria.
All right, thank you. You are inciting violence. We don't do that on this channel, unfortunately. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Please, I understand everybody's angry right now. We don't incite violence on this channel. We don't do that here. I'm not in support of you going to beat anybody. If you want to beat anybody, decide that in your house, and you can do what you like to do, but not from this channel. As you all know, Nigeria Watch is a big platform, so I will not use it to entertain any kind of violence. Thank you, my people. I appreciate you all. Let me come back to the panel again. I think I've given a lot of time for callers. Let me come to the panel. Thank you, everybody, for all your wonderful submission. May God bless you all. For those of you that are just joining us right now, I appreciate you all. Thank you. I can see Pro TPS Club. Thank you. God bless you all, my people. Lily, Amonga, thank you. Chris Dublin, Destiny Biosa, thank you. Many, many more right there. All right. I would like to, I can see Mother of All as well with us. Thank you very much, Mommy. God bless you. Emeka Ogo Best. I think you're joining us from Nigeria, right?
Hello.
Emeka Ogo Best, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you. Are you joining us from Nigeria?
Yes, I'm in Ghana.
Oh, in Ghana. Okay, talk to us. Go ahead.
Please, my name is Emeka Ugobest once again. I'm the one talking to you as Ugobest and a super chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you,
but,
sir.
what is going on in my country? So, What's up? I want to render my own contribution and also my own topic here. What is
Right.
going on in Nigeria is not good for me, so I want to speak. So, my dear, Nigeria, as you want to do for a run, let them share the money. This 400 billion, the whole Nigeria can get some things about it before they make any move about a run. Because this money they do for a run can give our youth enough things to do.
Okay.
And about another part of it.
All right. Thank you, Emeka. I'll go best. Thank you very much. Okay, go ahead. Please be quick. Be quick.
Our country to remove Mahmoud. This so-called Mahmoud, in terms of rerun, there will be no need of Mahmoud. Well, for me, I don't need anything rerun for Nigeria because of in terms of using of money, 400 billion. In terms of 400 billion, let's plant a real winner to host of Nigeria. Thank you.
God bless you, sir. Emeka, I'll go best. God bless you. Thanks for joining us all the way from Ghana. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. All right. I have one caller right here, Madam Amomi. Please, guys, let me pick this call. I thought I wanted to come to the panel. Just give me another few minutes to come back to you. Thank you very much, Madam Amomi. Good evening to you, man. Talk to us.
Good evening, my brother. I'm calling from UK. Well done, and thank you so much for giving us a platform where we can lend our voices. We are a great all panelists and everyone in the comment section. Everyone, I say good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Yeah. First, I am concerned about those people that said they were out today for the rally, and some of them were taken away. Is there anybody, I mean a body as in all the civil society who have the capacity that when such things happen to go and bail those people? Because we don't know the people they took, and I don't want anything that will kill the moral of the obedient. Is there anybody or in society that can come to their aid and take them out wherever they have taken them to?
I don't know.
That is one. Well, please, Mr. Elvis, take it upon you on our behalf and please find out. Because I don't want anything that will kill, when such things start happening, it will kill their moral, all disobedience going out. Now, the reason why they were able to do that was because maybe a few people, 20 people just went out. We are talking of millions of obedience. If like 2 or 3 million or 5 million of us come out at the same time, I'm sure those policemen would even drop their gun and run away. They won't be able to face us. We are talking of multitude now. We should be getting ourselves ready. Multitude, not 100 people, 2,000 people. No, we are talking of millions. This is the only way we can,
Thank you.
Get that country back. That is one. Secondly, I want to talk about the Niger intervention by Tinubu. In fact, we all Nigerians have to come together and realize that the common enemy we have are the Fulanis. Honestly, good night, please. I am saying it. It is these people that we have as our common enemy. They have taken over Hausa land. See the sorrow and pain in Plateau, in Benue, and this other Kaduna. See, look at what El-Rufai caused in Kaduna. See how the pain and sorrow, how they were buying people. Even up till now, they have not stopped. If it is not the northern part, this Nigeria, this thing that is affected, 7 borders, they won't bother. If it were in the south, as my sister Rita said, they won't even bother. They don't mind. Even if the the war kills anyone in the southern part of it. It's because it involves them.
Thank you, ma'am.
And they only can talk to themselves.
Thank you.
Number 3, the judiciary should do the right thing. Please let me call Ariwola. That Baba should be called to order. We are calling him out, Justice Ariwola. Please permit me in my dialect. Nidake, orúkọ yóò dẹ̀ ní kúrò lẹ́nu wa. A máa máa pariwo títí ni. Dìbò fún Tinubu. We didn't vote for Tinubu. We didn't vote for him. You, the INEC chairman, Mahmoud Yakubu, and Buhari, the 3 of you connived together. And you swore this man in. You connect together and put Tinubu there. We Nigerians didn't vote for him. Obedience didn't vote for him. Do the right thing. You were swearing in judges the other day and you were telling them to be honest. You were alleged, Baba, Egbowo, billions legba lọ́wọ́ Tinubu. Tinubu ti fowó dí gbogbo yín lọ fún káàkiri. Ẹ lè kó wá sápò Tinubu o. Justice Ariwola, ẹ lè kó wá sápò Tinubu. Tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́ kórúkọ yín dìbànújẹ́ kó di èpè. Kó di tí ilẹ̀ máa bá yín jà tí gbogbo alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó máa dojú ìjà kọ yín àti gbogbo ìran yín. Gbogbo yín tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ sọ òdodo. Peter Obi ló win. He won this election. Give us our mandate. We remain steadfast on it, and that is what we are going to do. We want that mandate back. We will collect it from you by fire, by force.
All right. Thank you.
We are going into anything in Nigeria to collect that mandate.
Thank you.
We have a say.
Okay.
The power belongs to the people. Thank you, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, ma. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello, good evening to you. Your name, where you calling us from? You have only 2 minutes to talk to us. Oh God. Off your TV now. Let me pick another call. I don't understand. Can I just be explaining the same thing to adults all the time? I don't understand. Good evening to you, sir. Your name, where you calling us from?
Yeah, good evening. My name is Godwin. I'm calling from Nigeria, Warri.
Thank you, Mr. Godwin, all the way from Warri. Talk to us, sir. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you very much for everything you are doing. I've been following this station for some time now, following the program. I love everything that is happening as we are talking. We are in Nigeria here, truly speaking, we don't really like what is going on in Nigeria because they look as if there's no law, no rule of law in Nigeria. And please do. But we are still telling them that they should do the right thing. If they do not do the right thing, we know what to do.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
By the grace of God, we don't even want to run. We don't even want anything called rerun.
You see,
Peter Obi is the winner of this election. We all troop out to vote for him. So, are you hearing me?
Yeah, we are hearing you. Go ahead,
Hello?
sir. Go ahead, sir. We can hear you.
we all came out to vote for Peter Obi. And Peter Obi won the election squarely. So, all what we are asking the judiciary to do is to declare him a winner. Not even to tell us that they want to go for a rerun. Rerun with who? Rerun with the person is not right to be the president. So we are looking, we are waiting for what they will say. But for now, we don't have the date, the time where they will do it. Those people that they arrest today, we hope that tomorrow they will release them. They will release them, or else they will know. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. All right, guys. I'm so sorry. A lot of people calling in today. Mr. Jeffrey, please, can you hear me? Good evening to you. Hello. Can't you just, this is your second time calling. Can't you off your TV? This is the second time this person is calling. You turn on your TV. When you're calling a live broadcast, wherever you're watching me from, immediately the phone is picked up. Off it. We are not here to be correcting adults. It's not right. If we continue correcting you now, all the next thing some of you will be looking for is that, oh, this man is rude. I'm not here to correct anybody. The pressure is too much for everybody. Please. You're calling a live broadcast off your TV becomes a problem. Please, thank you very much, my people right there on the panel. Give us a mandate, my brother. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Hey, good evening, Mr. Elvis. How you doing today, sir?
Yeah, the situation is not looking good, but fingers crossed by God's grace, we'll be fine.
Well, I understand your plight, but all the same, in all things, regardless, we still have to cheer up. We just have to cheer up and see. It is two-way. Either they give us our mandates, or they give us our mandate. They see good Nigeria, or they do the opposite, and then the other side happen. Like you said, fingers crossed. My brother, please, I understand your plight, but cheer up and if it never takes stash this evening, I beg look for one stash. I mean, night don't come, maybe around 10. He's not able to take stash again. Just look for one more thing and maybe just take and cool your mind. Relax. We are sure. See, there comes a time in a man's life or in a generation where things have to either change or stop. And this is the time. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, all the panelists, people in the comment section. Greetings to everyone. Mommy Diaspora, we greet you, and every other lady in the comment section, we greet everyone. Thank you for always coming to do this. Madam Irene Finest, Madam Bella Naomi, Madam Patricia, greetings to everyone. And the strong lady in the house, Madam Rita Adams, greetings to you and to everyone. Well, I mean, we cannot deny the fact that these guys, they kept this whole thing for long, and we're just all waiting to see how this is going to go down. The last caller from, I think, from Nigeria just said something. He said they know how Nigeria is and we cannot tell the judges to do the right thing. They just have to do the right thing. And if they don't do it, then we know what's going to happen. One thing is, regardless of how we say it, people are fed up. Both home and abroad, people are fed up. People are fed up of all of the evil that is happening in the nation. And it is only a shame that the elderly ones, they are not. So if, for example, now, if the judiciary comes out and then tell us that, okay, this is how the whole thing went, and they said Tinubu is the president, is that they are not ashamed of the evidences? They are not ashamed of the evil that is going on. They are not ashamed of the fact that this guy is a drug baron. This guy forged certificates. This guy lied under oath about dual citizenship. This guy is a pipe human being. This guy is the only one that went to school as a female and came out as a male. This guy is the only one that has almost about 4 different birth certificates. Any which way you want, I mean, will give you. Only this guy, only him alone, have about 3 or 4 birth certificates. When they asked him in Chatham House, he said that was what they wrote on that was what they wrote on the certificate. That was what they wrote on the certificate. Maybe 1970 something, I don't even know, but that was what they wrote on the certificate. What an arrant nonsense. And the Chief Justice is going to swear this kind of person in as a president. That means the Chief Justice himself lacks character. Ariwola lacks character. He lacks integrity. He lacks empathy. He lacks compassion. He lacks love. He lacks care. Ariwola lacks everything that you can think about in a human being, because on the ordinary, he should not have sworn in Tinubu as a president. Ariwola shouldn't have sworn in Tinubu. And Daddy told him, Daddy looked at the camera when he was talking with Shehu. He said, CJN, your lordship, do not swear in Tinubu, because if you do, you have only helped to destroy the constitution of Nigeria, even though we don't have one that is concrete before. And the one that we are managing, Ariwola was the one that destroyed the constitution. I'm from Southwest. Maybe even from the same state that Ariola came from. I'm from your state. And I believe that's where he come from too. What a sadness, what a pain, what an evil that this kind of this kind of human being can cause people because of your belly, because of your own selfish interest, because of what you're going to benefit for a little while, and because of his own character and his own wickedness. Most of us have been termed as people that just support evil, even though we don't support evil. We stand for what is right. I stand for what is right. Mr. Peter Gregory Obi is my own president. I was fortunate to ask him a question during an interview when he came to the United States of America. I've listened to him speak, I've heard him speak, and I continue to hear him speak. How many quotes have you heard from Tinubu? How many quotes have you heard from Tinubu? Peter Obi said, you cannot come into the house through the window and start cleaning the house. Peter Obi, that's one quote. Peter Obi said, if you must be addressed as His Excellency, the means by which you get there must be excellent. That's another quote. Peter Obi said, for us to revive Nigeria, we must change from consumption to production. That's another quote. How many quotes can you say to Tinubu? He cannot, because he lacks the thing. He doesn't have it. He's not upstairs. Peter Obi is the only man that governed a state for 8 years. And that state cannot owe him a bottle of water. Peter Obi is the only man that governed a state for 8 years without collecting pension. Peter Obi is the only man that governed a state for 8 years. He will always tell you, go and verify. What can this evil baron, this drug baron and evil men do? What can they say? Can they say, go and verify? So Ariwola was the one that helped to destroy the constitution that we are managing, that we're going to salvage when Peter Obi got there. And Mahmoud Yakub also helped them. He hated and abated. So if you're on this platform and think that most of the Yoruba supported Tinubu, no, we do not. A lot of Yoruba did not support Tinubu. And we are calling him out, and we are saying this evil have to stop, and stop now. Ariwola, you have only helped to destroy the constitution of Nigeria. And that's Baba Ahmed warned you not to carry out this evil. You can still salvage your name. You can still salvage your integrity if you have one. You can still salvage your family name. They call you Ariwola. We keep telling you, Ariwola means the shout of honor. The shout, maybe some to say, the shout of wealth. But if you don't want that name to become the shout of sorrow and pain, do the right thing for Nigeria. If you're listening to me tonight, Ariwola, I am on Nigeria Watch platform. I am from Southwest, particularly Oyo State. Maybe that's where you also come from or hail from. And I'm telling you that one of the Yoruba people, one of the Yoruba person, like Dele Farotimi, I'm on this platform and I'm telling you, you have to stop your nonsense that you are doing. The right thing has to be done for Nigeria. And the cry for making judiciary do the right thing is because we don't want Nigeria to go down in ashes. We do not want Nigeria to go down in ashes. So that's why we are telling you. Then go say, make a deaf man for a year. That's why they talk about in Peking year. You have done your shenanigan enough. You have done your nonsense enough. Do the right thing for Nigeria. This wickedness is enough. Madam, love of God is my strength. Just told us a story some 2 days ago. How a man went to meet somebody and said, please give me food now. That one say every time you come and tell me to give you food, give me food. The man say, please, I never eat. I need food. The man say, I cannot give you. The one I gave you last time, you have not paid. Only for that man to go and lay down somewhere. And somebody said, what is he asking for? They say he's asking for, go and call him. By the time they get it, the man is already quiet. People are now being quiet because of hunger. They cannot afford to even buy bread. Bread used to be the cheapest thing before in Nigeria. Now some people cannot even afford bread. So whether you live in abroad or you live, if you like, live in the best part of the world. In as much as you're a Nigerian, this renewed shaggy, if they affect you, they affect me. And so that's why we all, whether you believe it, we have to fight to take our nation back. We need to fight. You fight whether by prayer, you fight whether by any which way we have to fight. Some go there, they pray. Some will go back to feed you. My people, look on hear very well. Some go there, they pray. Some will go back to field. And so all of you will be army, will be soldier, will be police. You know, so your barracks no good. People come outside, come protest, you arrest them because of a drug baron. Well, it is only a pity for you. Because down the line, your children they're going to pay almost 100,000 naira school fee. Tell me how you want to get them. You go collect bribe, baby. Continue. If you're a uniform man, this is where you need to align behind the people and say, we need to fight and activate Sri Lanka. Operation Sri Lanka. We cannot take this nonsense again. How can a just man, someone like Peter Obi, you comparing Peter Obi with a drug baron? No. Peter Obi has shown us that you can play politics in Nigeria and not be dirty. My people, we need to arise and take our nation back. This evil should not go down this way. Enough is enough. And you know, but bang bommy. And you tell Lobuti. And you just and you mojo ralari. And you ask Lika. Ade Kodire. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin Abubakar of Lagos. Ẹ jẹ́ ẹ̀yà yín brain. Tinubu ti ta seaport yín lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, ó ti tà á dànù fáwọn China. Ìyẹn ni wọ́n ń tẹ̀lé pé bàbá kan bàbá wo ni bàbá Tinubu kì í ṣe bàbá agbèrò ní drug baron ẹni tó ń fa agbèrò ní. Ṣé ìyẹn ni wọ́n ló ń tẹ̀lé ní Tinubu èèyàn ní Tinubu ló ń ba Nàìjíríà jẹ́. Èèyàn Tinubu ló sọ Èkó níbi bí kò ṣe dì. Èkó ń sin gbogbo ọ̀nà òṣèré rìn mọ́. Ẹni Tinubu kọ́ Olúwọlé. Ṣé bí ìran Yorùbá dáa fún nǹkan àmọ́ wá sí nǹkan tó dáa. Ó ṣe wá jẹ́ pé ẹni tó ń fa gbùrù tó ń fa gbó là máa ń sọ pé òun ni kó jẹ president. Ẹ̀yin wo Peter Obi náà, ẹ̀yin náà wo Peter Obi. Ọpọlọ wà, ó lọ́pọlọ, ó ní ẹran ọ̀fẹ́ lára, ọmọlúwàbí ni. Ẹ wá fi èèyàn gidi lẹ̀, ẹ lọ ń tò sẹ́yìn ẹni ibu ẹni ìkà. Nígbà tí wọ́n ń dìbò, over 88 people ni wọ́n pàdánù. Ọmọ 19 years old kan parẹ́ ní Plateau Jos nítorí election yìí. Tinubu sọ pé kò sọ fún àwọn ẹbí àwọn tí wọ́n pa pé ẹ máa pẹ̀lẹ́ ń bẹ̀ yẹn o. Tọrọ mọ tán ṣe bá rẹ tó fi nǹkan gún lójú. Yorùbá ọmọ káàárọ̀ oòjíire a lè wà báyìí kí ìlú wa kó máa bàjẹ́. Alépo, a ní gold, a ní ohun tó ta lè fi tún lè wá ṣe. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn olè, àwọn jẹgúnjẹrá bíi Tinubu, bíi Rẹ̀mí, bíi Ṣèyí, bíi Ariwoọlá, àwọn náà ń bàlú wa jẹ́. ẹ jẹ́ ká tò sẹ́yìn ara wa, ẹ jẹ́ ká bára wa sọ̀rọ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká pe ẹ jẹ́ ká pe ẹ̀dọ̀ ọdún wa, ká bára wa sòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀. A lè máa bá báyìí lọ. Ìyà ń jí àwọn aráàlú, kò sómi, kò síná, kò sówó. Búrẹ́dì ò ṣe é rà lọ́jà mọ́, gàrí ò ṣe é rà. Ṣé bá ṣe máa bá lọ nìyí? Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa tá à ń gbé Amẹ́ríkà abẹ́ni tó ń gbé ní UK, owó tó bá fi ránṣẹ́ sílé ń sìn kò tó àwọn ẹbí ẹ̀gbọ́n ná. Àwa la fẹ́ tò sẹ́yìn Tinubu, ẹni tó ń fa gbòòrò tó ń fa gbó, ẹni tó parọ́ pé òun ọmọ 71 years old, ọmọ títí ẹ̀ tó dẹ̀ bí 65 years old ni. Òun nìkan lọ sí Chicago gẹ́gẹ́ bí obìnrin, ó parí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọkùnrin. Ọmọ Yorùbá káàárọ̀ oòjíire, ẹ jẹ́ ká bára wa sòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká bára wa sòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀. Ìtìjú yìí pọ̀, ìbàjẹ́ ìwọ̀sí tí Tinubu tó fi kan Yorùbá ó pọ̀, òun ló ń lọ ń ta yẹn. Àwọn ará wa nílẹ̀ Ìgbò, àwọn Haúsá, wọn ò níyì fún wa mọ́. Wọ́n sọ pé Yorùbá, àwọn Yorùbá wo ni? Ṣé bí Tinubu ṣe bọ́mọ wọn ni? Ẹni tó ń fa gbòòrò tó ń fa gbó, òun náà fi jẹ president. Ṣé nǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́ kọ́ mọ Yorùbá ti tiẹ̀ sí nìyẹn?
Thank you.
Please, Nigerians, this is not and should not be allowed to go down like this in history. It is now or never. Whether you live abroad or you live in Nigeria, please, we must arise. We must arise. These evil men should not be allowed to run our nation. They should not be allowed. We have intelligent people all over the world. One of them is Mr. Elvis with this great platform. I mean, you have Mr. Peter Obi, you have Obi Ezekwesili, you have Dele Farotimi, and many, many bright minds all over the places. Madam Rita, yes, corner. Please, guys, we cannot allow this evil to go down. My challenge and admonition is to the Yoruba heritage, because we have allowed the world now to see that, to think that we are not people of character, we are not people of dignity. We must stop this nonsense and this evil. Only for the want of time, Mr. Elvis, but I will give the floor. Thank you.
Thank you. Give us a mandate. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Thanks for your wonderful submission. All right. Let me give about one or two person from the panel now to give us final submission so we can end the broadcast. Remember I said from the beginning that I would like us to end this broadcast today. 3 hours is already almost 4 hours now. Okay, Madam Rita, please give us your final submission. Thank you very much for your patience.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Elvis. Thank you very much, and welcome back again. You're really trying. I don't know where you get the strength from. I guess you had like 7 hours flight, and you just went online. I don't know. You really need rest. I just want to say, all eyes on the judiciary. We should keep speaking up. We should keep speaking up to the wicked hegemony of the northern elites you have in Nigeria and the caliphate that has thought that they were born to rule, and this is the mess that we are all facing now. They all of a sudden made it a Nigerian problem. It is not a Nigerian problem. They have to work within themselves and come down to earth and understand that there are other tribes in Nigeria, there are other citizens of Nigeria who can steer Nigeria to the right direction. At this point in time, Peter the Rock Obi is the man to steer Nigeria to that right direction now. We are tired of this tribal and religious segregation. It's disgusting, it's backward, it's timid, it's primordial, and it's totally unnecessary because we are all in this. We are all suffering it. So this must stop. We must keep calling out Ariola, keep calling out Agbado's camp, keep calling out the judiciary. They must, not please now, they must do the right thing. Thank you very much, and have a good night, Mr. Elvis, and everyone.
Thank you very much, Madam Rita. God bless you. Thank you. All right, Dr. Ken, please give us your final submission, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Elvis, I actually, the Nigeria problem is terrible. But however, we like all eyes there for the jury. That the last thing there, we know they talk about court again now. We don't finish everything, we don't present, we don't convince, we don't bring sufficient, because court get their own way they can do things. If you say this person thief, you can't show only 1 point. They will say you not bring enough point why make them convince them. But that point you bring, you're not saying no, you're wrong, but you not did plenty. So they call them insufficient evidence for court of law. We don't bring sufficient and over even sufficient, and even article they have to bring some more for us again. And it's very clear. So this guy not get 25%. This guy not get identity. This guy not be Nigerian. They never clear that thing off. They don't everything there for ground. And in case, you know, one thing we say, I just they look. I hope they never make any arrangements. Say they want to do rerun, so that is why Tinubu can go position chief election rigger a wiki for 25% junction, so that it go fit collect them for an and I get the tactics. Then carry a lawyer go put for chief justice place, so that when anything happen, he go influence. Try to go put things in a strategic area. Make him know say he no they do because he not be Nigerian number one. As he stand right now, he not qualify. He's supposed to go to jail for presenting fake. That is the law. What is the law talk for law? There's always they get penalty for that thing. If you mislead the judges, honorable judges, they put you where you belong. They put you for jail for misleading them. Apart from say they deny you the position, they can even buy you for a certain time not to run in politics in any office of public office. So that one they hang for a neck. And this judiciary say if they don't make that country catch fire, they don't do. It don't reach a point to be say when these people decide to face. Look, anybody will not get value. Fear that person. That person ready to damage anything now. Make una 12 now, even buy, you not get problem. Because why? You don't feel say, don't take everything from them. Now don't take their destiny from them. So when they manage to sell land, they must sell lands, sell their lapa to go to school. Then they disvalue the reason why they spend those money, those time to go school. No job. They do organizer. They can't join kidnapping because money comes inside again. So they're not getting to lose. So once they say now, say everybody get us on the street now, let's go protest. You go see people, see Niger, as they say, make everybody come enlist to become a paramilitary or to come there for standby in case they overwhelm the military. Go see people that defend themselves for everybody. Oh yeah, see people go stadium. They not get work now. They not get fisher. So what did they happen? Mo could just die. Mo could just do the team say they buy one buy. Mo could just buy. So all of them just enlist, see numbers come the list. You never see that kind of thing. That's a bad sign. So now the same thing will happen. You go see say people go say as one person don't show up. Now so group go come. What do they lose again? People they die for streets. People they buy for streets for food for Nigeria, they fall for ground. Go see picture for internet. Go see people they waka for inside desert between Mali and Algeria. They buy for ground. Look at their pocket ID card. Now Nigerians. Not be say now just because of say that kind of man will be say don't do like that. Now you don't want to test say you don't want to threaten with gun. You know the fear because you know say he don't die in advance. So as they come meet you, now when I go get him, that is why that kind of person can even set himself, carry gas, take shower for front of Aso Rock gate. He go take shower with gas. You go to wash him. He go come now only himself go light matches for your body. He go cut on and say make una come and the waka go inside. How you want to do? He go they run with fire for your body. They never see wetin they never see. Now make me they talk this thing so. So anywhere they did, the one way they hear my voice, make him take small pinch of salt from inside my thing while they talk. We get parable say out of every nonsense, there is small sense where they did there. Make them take the small sense where they inside they talk. Make it help us and help the whole country and their people. Because if this thing starts, the thing will take start them, nobody will take end them. It will big past that one. Well, thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. God bless every one of you right there. And then I go drop the curtain right there. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody have contributed. I appreciate you all, my people. My wonderful people, thank you very much. This is the end of this broadcast. Madam Irene, I can see you right there. Yes, I'm back. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Vitos. Elenia, thank you. God bless you. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy. Tony Africa, I can see you right there. Thank you. Esther, thank you. Biggie, I can see you right there as well. Thank you, my wonderful people. Maxwell, I can see you. Thank you. Press on the like button before you leave. Press on the like button. L, I can see you. That's just your name, L. I like that. That's simple, straight. All right, my people. Now God will bless every one of you. Thank you very much. I think this is the God, Chris. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night, everybody. Please press on the like button and endeavor to join us again tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow is Monday. There's a planned movement, 1 million man march movement tomorrow. But information reaching me that the police have tried, they're already putting things together to make sure it doesn't work. So I don't know. I can't really say much about that because the information that reached me, it wasn't really that concrete. So because it wasn't that concrete, I cannot really ascertain the facts. But they pass it to me that they are trying to stop them, most especially in Abuja. But let's see what happens tomorrow. Also, let's keep our fingers crossed. Judgment might come out any day. Judiciary, do the right thing. Do the right thing to save Nigeria. And God bless all my people. Have a good night and bye for now.
I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love. Go to biza. Kama bara wa lo ninu ife kan akanbi. I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love. I go show you love. Kama bara wa lo ninu ife kan. But I know they do competition with anybody. Forgive me, show me love, oh, I go show you love, eh. Kama bara wa lo ninu ife kan. I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, oh, I go show you love, oh. Kama bara wa lo ninu ife kan. They do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Tó bá ti sanwó fún Ṣẹ́gun Nàbí o, ẹ fẹ́ jókù. Alákọ̀bí Ṣẹ́gun Nàbí. Alákọ̀bí Sábà Mẹ́la. Anybody? Any anybody. Mo ló ń fọlú, ó gbà mí bó ṣe rí mi láti kíníṣí. Délé mo ló ń fọlú, ẹ jẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀. Délé